Okay.
Get spoiled, you know.
Okay, and now I've literally just unmuted your mic.
Hello.
So anyway. Hello one all, and welcome to the Minor Pokemon League draft stream with me, Blue Rogue, your host. And I am joined by Frieslander.
Hello.
And our champion, Nick.
Hello.
Well, and I've just knocked off my headset already. Good start.
Fantastic.
Anyway.
I'm not a picture of the host. Jesus, Rogue.
Good job.
So
Anyway.
well done.
Anyway, let's just get into this, how the Minor Pokemon League draft will be working this season. The Minor Pokemon League is a draft where they basically select mons from the leftovers, what were left over from the Major Pokemon League. So if it was drafted in Majors or even used in Majors, they cannot draft it. So they'll have a budget of 80 points, which is a lot less than what the Major Pokemon League coaches got. A Z budget of 15 points. In order to see like the price list and what mons are available, you can press exclamation point prices in the Twitch chat right now to have the price list up on a Google Doc for you. So, without further ado, is everyone ready to get to the picks?
Yes, I am ready.
I know you're ready, because, you know, why would you be? You've not even seen these before, have you, Fries? So, this is going to be new for you.
I have not seen any teams, surprisingly.
Not seen any team. Anyway, we're going
to... I can look at them right now, but that's about it.
Yeah. If you want to have a look at the draft order, it is on your screen right now. I'm just going to turn down this music slightly. I'm not sure if it's too loud. So, yeah. Anyway, the draft order is Sparrows and his New England Evolutions first, followed by Sebby and his Montreal Monfernos, followed by Mastodon and his Mastodon Gastrodons, and Aronskii and his Allendale Arons, then the Philadephia Aegislash coached by NoPunIntended, the New Jersey Brobats coached by Rewt, then Chelseadra coached by Tablemon, and then last is the Oregon Ducklets coached by JohnnyGB. So, without further ado, let's just get into the draft. The first overall pick of the Minor Pokemon League draft is Blacephalon. So, what does everyone think about Blacephalon?
Oh, I think I think Blacephalon is nice, but we as a couple of people, we did like mock drafts with this system, and I personally think that the mons that are really high, mainly being Blacephalon.
Yes.
Others not so much, but the megas are nice. But Blacephalon, I think Blacephalon is a little
expensive, what you're saying.
A little expensive.
Yes.
Exactly. Especially since you need like 10 or 11 mons to begin with. So I think
it's
a little expensive, but it's a nice pick to start off with because it doesn't have a lot of good switch-ins. It works well.
I think,
pick is nice,
yeah.
But I personally think it's a little overpriced.
I would agree personally, but it is nice. You can run Scarf, Specs, Subcarmine, stuff like that, and I think it's fairly easy to check it, to be honest. It
is one-dimensional, but what it does it pretty well.
Yeah, I feel
like just
it's one note.
Smack holes and the stuff.
It's pretty good. Like it loses to most priority, like Shadow Sneak, Accelerock, Aquajet, stuff like that.
It's frail as hell. It literally
frail.
dies to a fucking blink.
But it does look nice, doesn't it? It's new, and I'm sure Sparrows picked it because he didn't think it would come back to him. So.
No, I agree. That's a good catch.
So, shall we move on?
Yeah, go ahead. Can I announce the next pick?
If you want. Okay,
yeah,
I'm going
to
click the button now.
The second overall pick, made by Sebby and his Montreal Monfernos, is a Mega Gardevoir. I personally have used Mega Gardevoir to not very great success. I've used it in NPL Minors. Oh boy, was I horrible with it. What do you guys think of this pick?
Yeah, let's hope it does better in the Minor Pokemon League rather than that one.
I'm pretty certain that Sebby is capable enough to get more than 2 kills with it.
Oh yes,
I only got one.
For sure. I think
10 games.
Overall, I think Mega Gardevoir, even though it's the most expensive mon in this draft, by far it's got 17 points. That's a big hole out of the budget. It is. It's the most expensive thing in the Minors draft.
Oh yeah.
So overall, I think it's still good though, because there are a lack of steel types in this pool at the moment. And those,
they are?
Yeah, there's very few.
All of them.
Yeah, we didn't leave many steel types left.
Yeah, so the thing with the format, what looks like it is that you also kind of have to see what isn't available, which is a big pool, of course.
And of course, there is no Macago available in this draft. Reminder, no Macargo.
Yeah. There is no Macargo. There's no Lantern either, which is also a nice...
Lantern is...
It also does stuff.
But anyway, I think we should talk about Mega Gardevoir a bit. Mega Gardevoir
Oh yeah, Mega Gardevoir's fantastic.
It's great. It's like, it hits hard, it's got some great utility, Taunt, Will-O-Wisp, stuff like that. And
I just don't know how to use it.
just don't know how to use it.
Wish pass.
But it's great.
Oh, it's also a nice Wish Passer, that's very good as well. But yeah,
Well, it isn't that... I don't really think it's a nice Wish Passer because its HP is not that high.
it still gets it. That's the main
It
thing.
still gets it, that's it.
Something.
That's about it.
So, yeah. We'll move on. I'll announce the next pick. And it is Gyarados. Mastodon himself picks Gyarados. Mr. Scarf Lantern himself picks Gyarados.
What are
And
the odds that he is going to bring Scarf Gyarados?
pretty high.
Pretty high. Yeah, I think so as well.
Gyarados is, I think, a fairly underrated mon in the format, to be honest. You don't see it too often, which is surprising, because it gets, Dragon Dance, it gets Taunt and stuff like that. And
It's a good setup sweeper, and it's also a nice utility mon. It also gets Thunder Wave.
and Intimidate. It's a great...
And Intimidate.
Two great
Best
abilities.
Game.
Two great
It's
abilities.
It's surprisingly versatile. That's what makes it pretty nice.
Yeah, and I think...
Mastodon put it a good use.
Although, maybe third overall. A bit early to pick Gyarados Mass, but...
Oh yeah, yeah. It might be a reach to pick that
be
thing
a
first.
bit of
or
reach.
Third overall.
I think it could have waited. But
Yeah,
overall,
I don't know.
I
I'm
like...
not- I'm not.
Overall, I like it.
I agree. Well, so we move on to the next pick then.
Let's move on. Do you want to announce it?
Well, next pick. Yeah, sure. We could just like swap turns.
Okay.
Take turns in announcing picks. So up next we have NoPunIntended, and he decided to pick up the freshly new off the bench mon,
Okay.
Zeraora for 13 points. Since Zeraora got released, I've never played a single game of Showdown, so I have no fucking clue what this thing does. No
fast.
clue. It's fast. That's it. The design is
Very
fucking
fast.
insane. That's a great design. Also,
I'll...
but outside of that, I don't know what else you do with Zeraora. I think Zeraora might be... Funnily enough, I think Electric type might be a little worse, because a lot of low tier picks tend to be like rock grounds or grass types, which all kind of resist Electric. So we will see what Zeraora does in the format. I'm curious to see. Personally, it's going to be a little bit of a flawed view to begin with, considering the format that is used for minor PL. But I'm interested to see what Noah does with the Zeraora.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's a cool first round pick. I think it wasn't going to go back to him if he didn't pick it now. Because
yeah, I agree.
people are going to pick it just out of curiosity to see what it is about. And yeah, it's fast. It has a somewhat usable move pool. I'm not sure what to think of it. I'm literally not sure how good it'll be in a draft format. It's why it's 13 points right now.
I feel
It's-
like it could be comparable to like an Infernape, just not as much coverage.
I'm not sure if it's quite... I think it's going to be better than some of the electric. It's not going to be as good as Coco. It's not going to be as good as even Raikou, really, or the Fundies. But it's still...
It might be
nice
better
pick.
than Raikou. It's not better than the Thundies.
Yeah, okay. So I'll move on now. So,
But I
'cause-
personally also have personal hate for Raikou. So
Yeah, I know you
continue.
do. So let's move on. Okay, next up is Aronskii and Gothitelle. Gothitelle for Aronskii. Shadow Tag
This
is
is,
allowed.
I was about to say, this is Shadow Tech, right?
Yeah, Shadow
Why
Tag
was
is
it
allowed.
not picked up in majors? Like, what the fuck were we doing?
No clue.
What
'cause
were we doing?
it's
Are we dumb?
we are pretty dumb. But yeah, Gothitelle in the right hands can be pretty damn threatening. The fact
Yeah.
that it forces so much prep from the bench itself with Shadow Tag, you're forced to run Shed Shells, either 2-hit KO it, Taunt, U-turn, Baton Pass, all these things you have to run on your mons just to deal with Gothitelle. And even if it doesn't come, it's already hindered you a bit.
Yes, I'm curious to see if the right hands that you just mentioned are Errol's hands. I'm
They are.
curious to see if that is indeed the fact.
Are you trying to shit talk
We will see.
Aronskii here?
Every opportunity I can get. Every opportunity I can get.
Every opportunity you can get. Well, you'll get plenty of that in this draft, I assure you.
Oh, fantastic. As
yeah.
we just heard a little announcing that someone joined the call, Mastodon has decided to join us the call, so whenever we get up to one of his picks, maybe he can explain a little
Oh, I'm
extra.
sure.
As
I'm
we,
sure he'll try.
especially me, I'm an idiot with the format, so Mastodon can probably talk best about his pick. So whenever we get up to him, he will be put in front of the mic.
Of course.
But continuing, we have Rewt and his New Jersey Brobats deciding to pick eBird. Mega Pidgeot is his pick for 12 points. I think Mega Pidgeot at 12 points is nice. Since you mentioned there's a lack of steel types.
Yes.
It makes Mega Pidgeot really nice. I think this is a very, very, very valuable pick.
It's definitely value. It's definitely value.
It's good value, and I also think it's round 1 worthy for sure.
I disagree.
You disagree?
I disagree.
We'll see.
I disagree that it's round 1 worthy. But I do think it's a good mon. I just think it could have waited on this pick. But I just think Mega Pidgeot is very, very one-dimensional.
Oh, it is, but it doesn't. It
does what it does well. I think this is my business coming because that is a Mega I used in season 5.
Oh yeah, season 5.
the bad season
5 was a dumpster fire
for me.
Well,
yes.
there's not much. I think it's good because there's not much else beating it that's left.
I think
Zeraora.
Zeraora like
Zeraora
beats
like
the one Lycanroc that has the priority.
Oh yeah, obviously.
And that's it.
But we'll see how it goes. I just think,
I personally think typically in the format, Mega Pidgeot is already pretty nice, and 12 points is not. 12 points is not a lot.
It's a pretty
I
think it's a really solid pick.
It's good value. It's definitely good value.
Considering all the people before, like Mega Gardevoirs, 5 points more expensive, and 5 points in this format is much more of a chunk than in the typical like 110, 120 point format. So I really think it's a good pick.
Okay.
I really do.
I agree to disagree. I think this is just leftover. This is just leftover resentment from me, drafting it myself and not using it well.
You're just bittersweet.
Definitely. Anyway, moving on from that one. Next we have Tablemon and his Chelseadra picking up Mega Charizard Y, which I think is actually pretty damn good.
Oh yeah, for sure. I wasn't even aware that it was on the board.
Yeah, Mega Charizard Y.
Looking at some of these mons that people picked, I'm like, why were they not picked?
Now, if we look back, actually, this was actually drafted in Majors originally.
I was about to say, I played this.
Because Just Rebel, aka Jack, actually drafted it.
Jack had this on this team. I was about to say, I played against this. Why is this up here?
But obviously, Bub took over for Jack, and then Bub dropped it, so therefore, it is available for minors.
Yeah.
So,
but Megazord Y is fucking bonkers.
It's fantastic.
It can just like shit over an entire team. Yeah. It's a fucking monster.
Yeah,
I like it.
It's such a great wall break. It gives him Sun as well, and just fantastic. Simply fantastic.
I love it. Yeah, exactly. So you're gonna go into the next pick because there's not a whole lot to say about Mega Charizard Y. People know what the fuck it does.
Yeah. Let's go.
Next up. We have the first pick for Johnny and his Oregon Ducklets, ending up round 1. He decided to pick up Mega Medicham at 16 points. Mega Medicham is fantastic. Very curious to see what he's going to do with the rest of his... I mean, I can look at it, but still. Mega Medicham is a nice mon to build around, but I doubt that there's a good support core left. Like, from what I remember, a lot of people in Majors really had the team focused around one mon and decided to... have a nice supporting core around it. So those more supporting core mons are gone by the looks of it. From what I remember at least. So I think supporting Mega Medicham is gonna be difficult for him, but I'm curious to see what he decides to do with it. And Mega Medicham is already also a machine. It's fucking insane.
We're trying to control F Medicham switch-ins that are...
Yeah, that's the thing.
Oh yeah, they're not,
yeah. They do not exist.
That are draftable?
I see a Shiinotic.
Yeah, honestly, there are not many switch-ins to it. There are a few like offensive checks, but not so many defensive
Nothing
checks.
switches in. That's
not many things. Like bulky psychic types generally can.
But a lot of those were drafted.
Yes, and as we just have another a person joining the call, it's Omega Johnson joined the call. He will not be able to speak because he did not make a pick. And he just called me. He said that he's a big fan. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you, Omega.
Anyway, I've got the round 1 picks up on the screen right now. You can see them all there. So first, let's have a quick look. Which was your favorite?
It's something that notices right off the bat. 4 megas out of the 6, out of the 8. It's interesting.
So
people do value their megas a lot, even if they're relatively expensive.
Okay, so who do you think had the best pick of round 1 and who had the worst?
Rewt. I think Rewt is the best pick.
You thought Rewt had the best pick.
Either Rewt or Tablemon had the best pick. Yes, for sure.
I think Tablemon had the best pick. I don't think Rewt is the worst.
I also think that special walls went a lot in majors. Like I saw a lot of special walls.
Yeah, you're not wrong. So
that makes this picks even more valuable to me.
I'm not sure. I also quite like the last minute Mega Medicham as well. That's pretty nice.
That's what I'm
Mega Medicham is also nice.
Medi.
So like the end of the round was better, and then the beginning of the round was just...
Yeah, there's Blacephalon, there's Gyarados, now we end up...
Oh, hey, Mast, you're here in the call, nice.
Oh yeah, Mast, do you wanna tell us about Gyarados?
Yeah, please do. Please explain.
Gyarados is phenomenal.
Drop mic.
Don't you? Yeah, drop mic. Don't you think it could have been like a second or even a third round pick?
Not from my eyes in the sky, the flying bird. It's got to be round one or bust.
That makes sense.
Your view is totally different than from everyone else, of course. So I can respect that.
Okay.
Yeah, I just think a Pokemon like Gyarados, like after it gets like set up, it takes like little to no time to set it up, and it's just a force to stop. So
yeah,
it's difficult to stop. I agree.
I can agree with that. But anyway, we shall now move on to round 2, and the first pick of round 2 will be JohnnyGB and his Oregon Ducklets, and he selects to go with his Mega Medicham, Mimikyu. And
interesting pick.
Honestly, I love Mimikyu. I love this offensive synergy that goes with Medicham right now. Medicham, as I said, doesn't have a great time dealing with bulky psychic types. Mimikyu destroys them.
Yeah, they do. It does.
So there you go. Some great offensive synergy there, and that's what I like to see.
Yeah.
And
they're both physical. They are both physical. So
they're both physical, yes.
That's a catch. That's the thing.
It's
Intimidate still. Like if you have a Gyarados in your team right now, oof.
Yes, if you have a Gyarados, you're looking pretty nice right now. But
fucking insane against these two.
But yeah, Mimikyu.
Totally ignoring the fact that Medicham gets on that point, by the way.
Let's just ignore that. But yeah, Mimikyu, great priority in Shadow Sneak. Can set up a free with the disguise ability. I've used it before. If you get some like hazard stat going with it, it just destroys teams. It was my kill leader in Season 4. It's fantastic.
That was like 6 kills, wasn't it?
No, that was like 15 kills. Wow. It was ridiculous.
15, holy
Mimikyu is amazing. And by the way, that was the season I had Ask Greninja. And Mimikyu was my kill leader.
That's fucking insane.
So anyway, let's move on. Next up...
yeah, let's move on to the next pick. I'll announce this one. Tablemon decided to pair up with his Mega Charizard Y is Flygon, which actually was drafted because I drafted it. I dropped it midway through the season, and very interesting to see that Pablo decided to pick it up. I think Flygon is good. At 9 points is great value. The main reason I dropped it is because it didn't fit the synergy of my team. I'm certain that Pablo will be able to put it to good use, build a good team around both Charizard and Flygon. Although I do think that Flygon isn't something you should build a team around. It's like a complementary piece. It's not a main boy, zeg maar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because at 100 it's at 100 attack and an 8 special attack. It's not a beast. It's nice, but it's more of a complementary piece.
I'm gonna say one nice thing about Flygon. Hey, he's got Defog.
He's got Dragon Dance now.
He's got Dragon Dance.
That can finally dance.
He's got Defog, and he can Defog those rocks away for Charizard Y. That's all he needs.
It is the main thing you need.
That's Flygon for you. Nothing nice to say about it other than that. Let's move on.
I really like Flygon.
I think it'll do well in this sort of, minor format because there's less great mons out there, so Flygon's okay. There's actually very few dragons left as well. We drafted quite a lot of them from ages, so Flygon is among the best in the dragons that are left
by far.
So
there's my top 3 dragons available. I don't know which one were available, but probably Flygon is one of the top 3.
Well, it went before Zygarde 10%, which leaves a little bit of a pain in my heart.
Oh yeah, that's something to.
It's always a powerful Mega Garchomp.
There is also the powerful Mega Garchomp that's on the board still. Well, anyway, let's move on. I shall announce the next one. Rewt drafts Nidoking to go with his Mega Pidgeots.
That's a nice pick.
Nidoking's great.
It's a nice pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Synergy-wise,
Not so much.
I guess it
they
is.
kind of beat the same stuff.
It's an electric immunity as well, I guess. Like, but
Yeah.
it's rocks.
It's more like defense. It's more defensive synergy than offensive synergy.
Yeah, I know. If we're
because
looking,
they kind of beat the same. They kind of beat the same things, except for steel types.
yeah. If we're looking at like synergy right now, it's 2-1, so we shouldn't look too much into synergy, I guess. But still, I do like Nidoking. It's fantastic. Like, it's going to be difficult to switch into for anyone in this format.
Yes.
So,
Yes,
yeah,
I agree.
That's Nidoking. Shall we move on, or does anyone else have anything to say about Nidoking?
Yeah. Let's move on to Aron and his Allendale Arons. Decided to pick up Seismitoad, which is Rogue's a big fan of Seismitoad.
Big fan of Seismitoad.
For 8 points, I think it's good value.
I love Seismitoad.
Is it worthy
so
of
much.
second rounds? That's something to argue about.
Seismitoad is worthy of round 1.
Do I think Seismitoad is round 1 worthy? I do not.
It's round 2 worthy, definitely.
Yep, for you, for sure.
No, for
I think it's
anyone.
more like a 3-4.
Like in this...
I mean, I think Aron just really put priority on the Seismitoad, which is a good piece.
I actually had. Didn't I have Seismitoad early season?
I think maybe.
I think I did.
It was either you or Tone that had it.
That's how.
I think I had it and then I dropped it.
Oh well, there you go. What do you think about Seismitoad, then, Nick?
I love Seismitoad. I had Vaporeon, so I saw myself bringing it.
That's a good point. You did have like Seismitoad and Vaporeon at one point. I remember that. Because I played you week 1, didn't I? And I just looked it out. What's happening here?
It worked out for me, so
Didn't work out for you.
no complaints.
But yeah, Seismitoad is fantastic. Water immunity with Water Absorb. It gets rocks, knockoff. The annoying thing about Seismitoad, no Waterfall or Liquidation or Ice Beam. But
No Ice Beam.
no, it gets Icy Wind. The Ice Beam.
Well, maybe the
Yes.
farts that Seismitoad makes are just cold.
But also, yeah, that's.
I think that's a little far-fetched.
Anyway, that's also the big boy Palpy. So
Uh-huh.
it's nice to see Palpy on Aron's team.
It's a Palpy reference. It's nice.
It's nice. It's nice. It's always nice for us all. Anyway, let's move on.
Yeah.
Next up is Bryce, take it away.
No, it's your turn.
Is it? Okay,
It is,
yeah, it is, right. Okay, Klefki. Klefki is drafted by Noah, and Klefki is fantastic. Simple as that.
Oh yeah.
Because there is a lack of steel types in this draft pool at the moment. This thing will give him access to screens, it'll give him access to spikes. It's also a defogger now, which is
Funnily enough.
Which is hilarious in itself.
Did you see this thing flailing its keys?
This is also just a fantastic utility mon. It will support Zeraora pretty well, I feel, and all his other mons it will draft later on.
Spike support for Zeraora is nice.
Also,
It's very nice.
just T-Wave as well. Just T-Wave.
It's not like it needs T-Wave to outspeed stuff,
No,
considering Zeraora is blazing fast, but it's a nice pick.
but it's just overall great. Like you say, spike support, screen support as well, because then Zeraora can sort of set up with Calm Minds and stuff. It's nice.
It has Calm Mind?
Yeah, Zeraora has Calm Mind.
Oh shit. I didn't know.
But yeah, I guess we should move on from Klefki, because I could say a load of things about Klefki, like I could list off its movesets and everything, but you can always look up that up on Showdown, so let's move on.
Yes.
And now we got Mass's pick, so I'm going to let Mass introduce it. It's Arachnid.
Yeah, it's Arachnid. Sticky webs are very, very important on the team.
Very important.
Personally.
Very important,
nice.
Mass, but I feel there are other sticky web users out there that we're a bit better at this point.
No, I love Arachnid. I will stand behind this pick.
Would
This
you?
thing hits. Yes. I would
kinda-
draft this thing.
I mean,
it's
Dual
kind of-
Waters is a little interesting.
Its ability is amazing.
Look,
Water bubble. It just hits
So
you.
good.
I'll give you put a choice band, a Celesteal to a KO'd.
Oh yeah, 100%. But also, I just want to point out, would you partner with a Gyarados, Nick?
Oh well, that is questionable.
You'll
It's a
see.
horrible move.
Switch it, but I do like them on.
We crafted a plan at the pub, you'll see.
And then rocks. Where's your rock resist?
Yeah, there's you'll see the rock with this later, but
This is coming soon. I
Coming
swear.
You just need a Gastrodon, and then it'll patch up those weaknesses.
yeah, just get that Gastro. I don't think
Get
you
on
could.
that mascot pick.
Yeah, he should have, man. Wasn't it big?
Missed opportunity.
I'm not even sure if it was. I think it may have been.
I think it was.
No, I don't know.
Anyway, let's move on.
Oh
It
yeah,
is-
I'll announce this pick. Oh no. Yes, I will.
Yes.
Next is Sebby in his Montreal Monfernos. Decided to pick up Cobalion to pair with his Mega Gardevoir. which is
Good.
nice. As you mentioned, lack of steel types, yada yada yada. Cobalion, we're very physically bulky. Gardevoir, very especially bulky. It's a fantastic.
They pair well together.
They-
Reliable rocker, good pivot.
The offensive synergy there is just fantastic overall.
Oh,
Like
nice.
the things that Gardevoir struggles with like, are steel types for the most part because he has to land Focus Blast. But this is a mon that can just deal with any steel type can come across. It's just fantastic, man. So yeah, Cobalion. Like the offensive synergy there, Sebby's team is already looking very, very scary.
Defensive and offensive synergy.
Both
is
synergy is there. So yeah.
The only struggle is bulky psychics. That's what I ran into when I had Mega Gardevoir. So the psychic types are kind of a bitch.
Oh yeah.
And
Learning,
Cobalion doesn't specifically deal with those. So
learning from experience here.
tries to do.
Also,
for sure.
a good thing to point out here is like Lucario was very high in the kill leaders in majors, so maybe Cobalion could be quite high in the kill leaders for minors.
Cobalion isn't. I mean, it's pretty similar to.
I know they're not that similar, but yeah, it's still something. To
Well, they
consider.
are. They're both fighting in steel, and they both get sword stats. So
Yes,
that's
and-
literally the only thing that Blake did with his Cobalion.
Yeah,
Or
so-
Cobalion is Lucario.
It's Lucario. Anyway, let's move on. It is Sparrows with Mega Pinsir, 16 points.
Yeah, it's just. It's a good pick. It's just very expensive.
Very
Like, I could-
expensive, and
I personally think that he could have went with a core.
Mm.
That's. I mean, these two have no synergy whatsoever. By
No.
the way, offensive wise, defensive wise, same thing. Both hella weak to rocks.
yeah.
So he's gonna have to patch that up. Personally, I think that you could have gotten a offensive core with kind of the same treats
Mm.
at less value. So, yeah.
I do like Mega Pinsir as a mon in general. It's
Mega
pretty
Pinsir is great though.
yeah.
It's great.
But like the synergy, it isn't really there. It's very weak to rocks at the moment, and we'll see how he
they
patches
both
up.
they both kind of beat the same stuff, and they're both weak to the same stuff, like rocks.
I mean, I
bulky
guess
waters.
at one point there is like one is physical, one is special at least. So.
That's correct. That's correct.
Um,
So that's nice. But as I mentioned, I think you could have gotten a core with the same amount of offensive value,
and I
maybe
think
even better defensive synergy, maybe even better offensive synergy at less points.
so. I think he's used a lot of points, like you say.
Oh yeah, he already used 31.
But hey, that's from Rocker there as well, because Mega Pinsir does get rocks. So there you go. That is something we are reaching for positives. Yeah. But anyway,
Big
let's
reach.
move on to the round 2 roundup. So who do you think got the best pick and who got the worst pick in this round?
I think that Sebby had the best pick.
Yes,
Sebby,
the
100% had the
Cobalion,
best pick.
yes.
100%.
Followed by Klefki. Those two.
Followed by yes. I agree.
And who had the worst?
I think it was Mastodon that had the worst pick.
Oh, and he's right here in the chorus.
I know, but I already bitched that is round 1 pick. Time to bitch it is round 2 pick as well.
Yeah.
It'd be right.
So let's head into round 3 where we have Sparrows picking up Shinotic. I don't know what Shinotic does.
Don't understand.
I don't understand the pick, like why he picked it right now.
Not this early for this Mon, because this Mon.
Very early.
Last
For
Now-
on Shinotic.
I will defend
yeah.
Shinotic, just not so much picking this round, but it does get some
What is
cool
it?
things.
What does it do? Like strength step, right? It's like it
Strength
heals
set,
and
and it also has Spore.
oh, that's nice.
That's pretty nice. But yeah, this
Considering you have some
in,
sexy setup with.
in
and,
round 3, I think you've just thought, oh shit, I've picked all these really, really expensive bonds right now. Let me just pick something valuable.
Yeah, he was like, wait a minute, this is not a normal draft.
Yeah.
Time to pick some cheap shit.
But yeah, I think he actually said like in the chats during this draft that he did regret picking Shinotic this round. He said, "Oh, really shouldn't have done that." But
really think there was a chance that no one would have picked Shinotic.
there's a very high chance of that, I felt. But
Yeah,
I don't know.
so picking it round 3 is a fetch.
I guess there's not that many. There are a few theories actually. Now I look at it, but there wasn't too many great ones.
Exactly.
But
Yeah.
this was probably one of the worst. So let's move on. I hate every time we come to Sparrows, we're like, yeah, that wasn't the best pick, but
Let's bitch at his picks.
I reckon maybe like once we get through his draft, we'll all come together and we'll all be proved wrong.
Yeah.
So
It's not personal, Sparrows.
it's definitely not. So let's move on. Sebby picks Cloyster round 3. Cloyster is pretty great. Honestly,
It's
I like
nice.
Cloister. You get
It's
Shell Smash.
alright.
You get priority in Ice Shard. It was lacking a bit of priority at this point. Yeah, quick attack in Cobalion, but not much else. And yeah, you get spikes as well, toxic spikes. You know, Cloister has a lot of things going for it.
Rapid spin.
Rapid spin as well. I guess it is a rapid spinner technically.
It is.
But
It is.
yeah. Anyone else got anything to say about Cloister? I think it's pretty fantastic, and I think it goes.
Cloister, I think Cloister is really nice because the lack of bulky waters might be an issue
Yeah.
for every team. So
Oh, yeah,
Cloister
'cause-
can kind of capitalize upon that thing.
You already know that
is
May
very
just
nice.
May just took most of those bulky waters and they went ham with them.
I know
so-
I did. I know I did one.
And Nick,
I-
Nick
I-
had
I-
two at one point.
Nick just like, well, Nick knew this from the beginning.
Yes.
He wanted to pick all the bulky water so that Sebby would breeze through miners with Cloister.
Yeah, it was
It's all
all
planned. It's
all part of the
pre-planned.
plan. Okay, we said enough about Cloister.
Big thing for Sebby to look at is he already used nearly half of his points, so
Yeah, he does have to be careful with his points a bit.
he
But,
does have to be careful with the points.
But let's move on. Next up, Mass.
Oh,
Yeah,
Nice.
me.
There it is.
I picked up Trio.
You did pick Dugtrio, yes.
I got my rock resistant electric immunity, so I can't be bullied for
Oh,
that
you're
anymore.
right. That is a rock resist.
And the ground type.
But did you specifically pick this to trap steel types?
Just the trap in general.
Yeah. Okay.
I will speak
Like,
for
just-
Mass here. I think you used Dugtrio pretty well in the PMC season we played together. So I think
Well,
is
that's gonna be something to look out for. There.
it's a comfort
Yeah.
pick for you. I feel.
Yeah, Trio is good with broken bugs like Genesect and Araquanid, so hopefully it pulls through the season.
No, Genesect went undrafted. Why didn't unban
like it.
Genesect?
I like how
I
you
was
just
at on the
compared.
board.
I like how you just compared Genesect to Araquanid. That's nice.
They're both the same,
It's like
man.
put them on the same playing level.
The same points, both 9-point mons. Let's move on. Both lose to Registeel. Let's move on.
Moving on.
Yeah,
No
fair
pun
enough.
intended. In this Philadephia Aegislash decided to pick up Musharna, which is Musharna is a nice pick.
Michelle's
don't
nice value pick.
Specifically see the synergy with the rest of the team, but it's a very nice value pick.
You know what
It's a
my
nice add to
yeah.
every team, so it's
You want to know what my theory is? He saw that Mega Medicham and thought, I need a bulky Psychic
Yes.
type. Let me grab
That
this
was one of
Mishana.
That
yeah.
was one of the
Might be
one-
it, might be the
one
case.
switch-ins.
Also, Musharna is surprisingly good against Mega Pidgeot and Mega Charizard as well,
Very well, very true, very true.
and
So-
also against Gardevoir.
Which may surprise a few people. It does. It does
Since
pretty
I
well.
mentioned bulky psychic types is what Gardevoir kind of struggles with, and there is a Musharna here, so that's nice.
Yeah, it's a very good pick for this round. Like I say, it's also I guess it gets Trick Room. We don't really want Trick Room on this team at the moment, but
You don't want a Trick Room team with Zeraora, no. You know,
I say
Extra
it's
tough.
it's pretty neat. It's a pretty neat mon.
looking at the rest of his teams, what he had, is my prediction is that he most likely will not be using Trick Room all that
Oh.
much.
I don't know.
Already low-key spoiling the rest of the team.
Yeah.
Good, let's continue.
Let's continue. Okay, next we have Aronskii. He picks Alolan Raticate.
Oh my god, what a horrible pick.
It's
This is a dog shit pick.
It's terrible.
oh,
horrible
Aaron.
pick.
It's yeah.
Aaron, you suck.
I know Aaron. Why Aaron picked this? I don't know why he
Why
picked
did
it
he?
now. I'm not telling you. It's a secret.
Why did you pick it? It's a secret. You also wanted the way to check Mega Medicham or what?
Oh yeah, that's the bigger Medicham check. No, there is a reason why he's picked this, and it'll be revealed later in the season. Because me and Aaron did have an original draft plan, which he just decided I'm just gonna throw this out the window.
Oh, look at this nice window. Let's roll it up and throw that left barrel
Yeah.
right through the entire fucking
So
window. Nice.
yeah, and Alolan Raticate was on the original draft plan I gave him for a reason.
Raikou?
No, Alolan Raticate was on the original draft plan.
okay.
It wasn't supposed to go round 3 for him, but he decided to go for it anyway.
He did pull the trigger. I can appreciate
So
it.
I can appreciate. Like I say, it's pretty cool, man. It does get hustle. It does get thick fat as its abilities, and overall,
Yeah,
like the hustle boost,
about it.
it's actually pretty strong. Like
It's swords, right?
also good priority. It's got quick attack. It's got sucker punch.
Sucker
It's
punch.
got knockoff. It's got good shit. Okay.
It has return.
Yeah, and you could make it a Z-Mon. Who knows?
Doesn't everyone get return?
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much. But
Well, let's just skip over that then.
let's just
Ignore what I said.
let's ignore Aaron's pick for now. By the way, you know,
Let's just go into
let's
the
just
pick.
have a point out. When we get to the end of this round, when we're picking worst pick, we're gonna have a few like.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Gonna have a
Let's
few
go to the next
dislikes.
pick. Rewt and his New Jersey Brobat decide to pick up a Rebombay at that point. Rebombay, sticky webs. Nick kind of mentioned that Araconid wasn't the best sticky webber on the board, and I think Rebombi is.
Kind of forever Rebombi, but
It's
fantastic mon.
it's Rebombi or Garvantula.
Quiver Dancer.
And also Nidoking with webs is
Yeah, that's
nice.
kind of scary.
It is.
Oh yeah, I didn't actually think
Also,
about that.
River Dance Rebombi is just fucking insane. You can also have more of a utility Rebombi because it gets defog.
Yes.
I mean, it has wings. So.
Yes, it does get
And it
defog.
also has U-turn, so you can kind of make it more of a utility mon. What is it? The ability Shield Dust is
Shield
nice
Dust?
against.
Fake outs.
It's nice against the fake outs and the ice beam chances on freeze chances on ice beam, that kind of stuff. So it's nice.
It's a
I like
good one.
Rebombi.
It's a good
It
one.
was the
10
best. It was the best Eevees on the board.
Also, 10 points. It's pretty nice, Rebombi.
It's nice.
It's nice.
Valuable pick. It's I can appreciate it.
So
Sure.
let us move on. And it is Tablemon, and he picks Slowbro, another one I love. So I love Slowbro.
I like
so much.
Slowbro as well.
So yeah,
This
so
is also
Slowbro-
a way of checking Mega Gardevoir. I got beaten to death with this. I don't know who it was against. I think it was.
Wrap it
I
up,
think
Bryce.
it was. It was someone in NPL Mars. And he brought a fully special defensive Assault Vest Slowbro with Iron Tail, and boy was I crying. But outside of that, Slowbro is also very versatile.
So if
It's
you're
so
watching
nice
Tablemon,
coverage,
think about that.
You know what to do. You know what to do against Mega Gardevoir. But it also is nice. It has a Calm Mind setup sweeper. It's a nice AV user. It's just a nice bulky piece of shit.
oh,
It's nice.
It's so nice. I have a special place in my heart for Slowbro. Obviously, it was on my championship winning team, and so beautiful. I
It's
mean,
also a nice belly drum user.
it's also a fantastic belly drum user. Like, so you make that a Z belly drum, like, oof.
Oof.
So
Big oof.
let us move on. Okay,
Oh,
you've
yeah,
got this one.
Sure. Oh yeah, sure. Final pick of the round is Johnny, and he decided to pick up Pelipper at 10 points. So looking at some rain,
Look at some
by the
rain.
looks of it, he did already use 39 points. So this is a very interesting thing to look at, considering the most mons that abuse rain well are also expensive. They are on the board, but expensive. So Johnny has to be careful with the points. So it's either he has a fantastic defensive
Or-
core that can't even stop a fucking breeze of wind.
Yeah,
But it's a nice, it's a very good addition to the team.
it's good. Rain is going to be something we see quite often here, I feel. So let's just move on to the round review. So, who had the best and
Terrible picks.
who had the worst?
I think the best pick is for Bobby.
The Rebombi or the Slowbro?
Yes, the Rebombi or the Slowbro.
I can agree with Rebombi. I think that's the best one, just synergy-wise. But I think now we get to choose the worst pick.
Oh, the worst pick.
I'm
It is.
torn between Shiinotic or the Eradicate.
Oh, I'm not even torn. We already went after Sparrows enough. It's for sure a Eradicate.
The Eradicate.
You know what?
Holy
Just because I know the one matchup that fucking Raticate's going to be great at, I'm going to say Shiinotic.
It is?
Oh, it's going to be fantastic. It's one that's already on the board. I'll let you decide which is. But I'm not going to tell you which one is. So
Huh.
let's
I'm
move on
interested.
to.
I'm interested.
No, let's move on just swiftly before Aronskii kills me.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Don't you dare.
so let's move on. It is Kingdra by Johnny for his Oregon Ducklets.
Then
So-
there's the Rain team.
There's the Rain team.
Let there be rain.
And like I was saying, there's very few good dragons out there, and Kingdra's a dragon.
And it's also a water type.
And it's in rain, and it's scary.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
insane. Lack of steel types. Something,
Lack of
something,
steel.
something.
Like a steel site, something. And, it's going to be fantastic. Critdra is also a very viable option if he doesn't bring the rain.
Although I do see that less. I
less.
don't see that a lot. Crit draw.
No, you don't see it too often, but it's still something. It's something in the pocket. But yeah, like in the rain,
Correct.
this thing's just going to be fucking fantastic, and it's just oof. That's gonna be scary to deal with. Again, Johnny's points looking a bit shaky right now, and also
very shaky.
Also,
very shaky.
also notice something about Johnny's draft right now. No hazards. Zero hazards.
No hazards.
No rockers.
Zero hazards, no rockers at the moment. So that's something to look out for.
Look at that. He has to take a look at that for sure.
So let's move on. You've got this one, right?
Oh yeah, we have Tablemon set to pick up Exploud to go with his Charizard Flygon Slowbro team. At 6 points, it's great value. It's a nice addition to the team. Doesn't specifically synergize well with the rest of the team, considering you already have a specially attacking machine. So it's a nice value pick, but outside of that, I don't specifically see the synergy with the rest of the team.
Yeah, not an amazing synergy, but there's some there, I guess. Like that's a ghost immunity. Defensive synergy, just defensive synergy with Slowbro is pretty nice.
There was a little, yeah. I mean, Explode is one weakness, and Slowbro resisted.
Yeah. There we go. And Slowbro's weak to ghost.
Yeah. And Explode is immune to it.
There we go. There's synergy. But yeah, it's definitely just a value pick. There's not as much.
It's a value pick for sure.
It's not adding too much to the team, but it's still very good.
It also is round 4 worthy for sure.
Oh, for sure. So yeah, let's move on. It is Zygarde, 10%. My baby is here. He's 13 points. That's extreme speed. That's 1,000 arrows. You're good. See ya.
Also, see the synergy with Pidgeot and Nidoking. I mentioned what Pidgeot and Nidoking beat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like the
same thing. Zygarde does the same thing.
No. I'm looking more specifically at grass types.
Grass types. So, like the offensive synergy is there. It's beautiful. I love Zygarde so much.
Yeah. It's kind of a shame that at this point, Rewt's team gets beat by literally Icy Wind.
a bit of
That's actually pathetic.
Hey, I want to point out that Shield does protect from Icy Wind's secondary effect. So
well, that's nice, but it's
is there
the
even
thought
a
behind it. Okay.
good ice type that was not drafted?
There's a few.
We have a Cloyster. There's a Cloyster sitting there.
There is also a Cloyster sitting there. So
Cloyster just poops.
Yeah, what can I say about Zygarde? Excellent priority. 1,000 arrows is a great move. Like, you're set up with Zygarde, you're good to go.
It is. Or you don't even have to set up with webs and band. Slap a choice band on that bitch.
Yeah. Also, it's Big Brother Zygarde 50%. I heard did pretty well in majors. So.
And potential Z moves might even be there.
Yeah, I'd see that as a good Zmon for him. Like, Z Outrage definitely helps out Zygarde a lot. I
agree.
I kind of definitely missed out on a Z move with my Zygarde in majors, but
you had Volcarona Z move. Right?
I had Volcarona Z instead, and I thought that worked.
I do think that Z Volcarona is better than Z Zygarde.
Yeah, it's definitely
if
good.
You were to have a
occasionally when you want to realize Z Outrage, but
exactly. Yes, I agree.
Let's move on.
So moving on, we have Aronskii and his Allendale Arons making a Whimsicott pick.
You know what?
Go with his Gothitelle, Seismitoad, and Alolan Renegade.
You know what, Aronskii? Finally,
nice 9 points.
Finally, a good pick.
It's not a shit pick. Well, Gothitelle was a nice pick as well, and so was Seismitoad. But Whimsicott's arguably the best pick, taking point value into consideration and also round. The round that it was picked in. It's nice. It's hazard removal now. And he really wants to annoy people with Gothitelle plus Whimsicott. I can already see that happening.
You can already see the memento Whimsicott.
That's gonna, or just Subseed Whimsy.
Subseed, yeah, all the stuff. Like Whimsicott.
Just being a bitch.
Whimsicott and Gothitelle just go well together. The fact you have to prepare for that ridiculous core.
For this 8.
Is ridiculous. So yeah, it's fantastic. It goes well with his team. I can't say much more. It's just good utility man. Excellent.
Yep, I agree.
So I'm going to move on from Aronskii's picks because we don't want to praise him too much.
No, that'd be
very
dumb.
long. So yeah,
and also not deserved.
It is. Noah's picking Noivern in this round, and yeah, Noivern.
It's nice. Noivern at 8 points. Good value pick.
Yeah.
As we said, dragons are mostly gone already. So picking up one of the remaining few it's a nice thing to have. Plus, it's very nice against one of the earlier picks we had, which is the Zygarde. Zygarde is naturally slower, and Noivern doesn't give a shit about sticky webs.
Yeah, Noivern doesn't give a shit about sticky webs. Also gets Frisk. Frisk is a great ability in draft.
I saw a tweet about someone that said that Frisk is one of the best abilities in draft.
I wouldn't
Or
say
one
it's
of the
one of the
most-
best, but it is definitely
No.
very, very useful.
I don't even know who said it, but
I think it was Leo.
I don't think...
But
Was it Leo?
yeah,
Well,
but-
Leo tends to have some interesting opinions on stuff.
but it's definitely a great ability to have. Like you can scout out items, which is just useful. So
It's
yeah,
great, but it's not one of the best abilities.
no, but
It's just
yeah, Noiven's a very good scout mon for him as well. So
Yeah.
he got Boom Burst as well, which is fantastic. And
I don't see a lot of Boom Burst Noivernals. Yeah, I just see
yeah, you don't see it
Hurricane,
much.
Hurricane Fire Blast, Draco.
Could also be
User.
could be a pretty
I
neat
think that's
Z
the
move
most
user
common.
if he wants
Yes,
to use
that's
it.
correct. That's correct.
So
That's
let's
correct. Yeah,
let
Northern
us-
is nice. Value pick as well. Valuable pick.
let us move on to
Mastodon, are you here?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Announce your pick, pal.
I picked Blaziken, and now I'm trying to remember why I picked it round 4.
Because it's
Give me-
nice. Because Blaziken
It
is
is-
fantastic. That's why.
It is nice. Probably because it's a defogger.
Yeah,
I
that's
guess
the reason.
fighting
Wait a minute.
with,
It is?
with webs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Okay. Well,
I guess like fighting and fire coverage is something that a team might need going into this. So having it on it is pretty nice.
firefighting is already insane because people want fire types, but they don't want to have that rock weakness.
Mm.
So that makes it insane.
Also, I think it's
I mean,
another-
we got Gyarados Arachnid. We're pretty weak to rocks as it is at the moment.
yeah, we good.
Exactly. So picking up a firefighting type is nice.
And the defogger,
Curious
very
to see why
important
this
defogger.
didn't. Very interesting to see why this didn't go in majors as well.
I just think those are better. I don't think it's fit on anyone's team in majors, to be honest. When I look back at it, but
I would have. It probably would have fit on mine. I really like Blaziken.
well, yeah, but your team was pretty bad. So
Fuck off. My team was insane. My team was great. What was my
Yeah.
team again?
he's like, what was my team again? Oh, yeah, it's got Lantern. So yeah, I take it all back.
I had Lantern and my cargo. How can it not be the best team?
But anyway, yeah.
Yeah, that was the greatest.
Ah, it was. It was.
So, I think Blaziken, another comfort pick for you, Mass. I've seen you use it pretty well before, I believe. So
Yeah, it carried me in BMC season.
it
5
definitely,
for that.
it definitely carried you. So
Yeah.
definitely another
but
comfort pick.
that was Speed Boost, wasn't it?
No, that wasn't. That
No
was
Blaze.
BMC.
It was
BMC season
was Kill
3.
Leader.
It was Speed Boost.
it was kill leader on my team over Manaphy and Kieran Black. So
Yeah.
Fantastic. Oh, it was Vert that had Speed Boost Blaziken.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it was.
mm.
So let's
what it was.
move on because we've spent too much time with Mass now. Let's move on to Sebby. He picks Diggersby. Diggersby,
It's a nice
13
pick.
points.
Diggersby is great.
It's great, but also looking at his points at this point,
Oh yeah, for sure. 29 points remaining. Oof.
and also Diggersby, Cloyster, Cabalion. That's some fighting weaknesses getting there. I know he's got a Gardevoir, but still,
Oh yeah, for sure fighting.
he's building up a
But-
fighting weakness. Right?
Yeah, I agree. But he'll probably fix that.
Oh yeah,
For
sure, but it's still something to consider. And
Yep.
yeah, excellent man.
That 3/4 of your offense, of course, weak to fighting.
Mm-hmm.
And Gardevoir isn't specifically the most physically bulky mom.
No,
So I could see this entire team being dicked on by Mienshao. Now let's be honest, Cloyster 200 defense?
hey, you
180
know
defense?
what's good here, Blaziken.
Yeah. Blaziken is fantastic against this team.
But anyway,
So I think Diggersby is a good pick. I don't think that it would have fit very well on this team. I think another pick could have been nice.
yeah, I think some
Nice,
more
sir.
value was needed here.
Yeah.
But I still think it's fantastic. I think it'll do great.
Diggersby's
very well.
fantastic. I think a better pick could have been made.
Mm-hmm. So let's move on to Sparrows. Let's pray for Sparrows.
Yep. He decided to pick a
It's a
Blastoise.
Blastoise.
Well,
Not
he
bad.
has his removal now.
There we are.
Blastoise is nice.
Yes,
I
removal.
think Blastoise is nice. I think Blastoise is nice, yeah, for sure.
There we go. We said something nice. Sparrows for the last. But yeah, Blastoise.
nice pick. Blastoise, I like it.
Next time, pick it before Shinotic. But
Oh yeah, 100%.
but yeah,
I got Blastoise on the board.
Mega Blastoise is still on the board, but he already has a Mega, which he probably
Yeah, I
could
know, but
have picked that different
taking
Mega.
things into consideration.
But-
Yeah.
Yeah, that's anyway. That is round number 4 done. So
Nice.
let me just quickly tweet out round 4 done. And who's had the best pick? Who had the worst pick, people?
The best pick is kind of an interesting one. I think it is. Yeah.
The best
I think
pick.
it's.
I
think it's Zygarde.
Zygarde. Yeah.
A lot of dragons taking this round, but I like.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's one of the dragons.
Yeah. A lot of dragons came around. I think it's definitely. Yeah, I think it's definitely Zygarde this round. I know. Actually, I'm gonna plant my flag in the sand for Whimsicott.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
I'm going to give you some credit, Aronskii. I think it does pairs very well with your first pick and supports your team very well. And I think, yeah, Whimsicott for me is the best pick. The worst pick?
So for me it's Zygarde. Worst pick? Oh, yeah.
It's
I
hard.
think a lot of great picks were made.
Yeah. I think Exploud, honestly.
I think it's either Exploud or Diggersby.
Yeah, honestly...
Diggersby is not, I'm just not a fan of the pick, the Diggersby pick. But it's not bad either, it's just odd.
I think
And
overall...
Exploud is
But overall,
It's
round 4, good picks overall, we all agree.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
okay. Better than round 3, right?
Round 3 was a dumpster fire.
Oh, yes.
Straight up dumpster fire.
So let's move on to round number 5. Sparrows again, and he picks Gligar. He's got removal! He's got double removal. He's got rocks.
And now he has hazards.
He had hazards before he had Pinsir.
Gligar is nice. Gligar is nice. Yes.
Gligar is nice.
Gligar is a good one at 8 points. Very nice addition to the team.
Yeah, you know what?
Some
Sparrow's team is
much
starting
needed
to
bulk.
round up his draft now, so it's nice.
Yeah. He is only thing is he is looking to only beat physical mons. Blastoise and Shiinotic aren't necessarily the best special.
Best special walls in the business that we're talking about.
And Gligar's special defense compared to his physical defense is just kind of left.
You know what? I'm going to have to look up Shiinotic's special defense now. I'm going to have to look up Shiinotic for the first time ever.
Yes.
Yeah, you know what? It's got higher special defense than defense. So you know what? Something.
How high is it?
Well, it's base
high
100.
is it?
It's base 100.
It's 100. Surprised.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
But I'm more so the reason I mentioned that Shiinotic is more a physical wall is because of strength set.
Yeah, definitely. But shall we move on?
We have Sebby and his Montreal Monfernos deciding to pick up Golbat, so we were bitching about the fighting weakness. Golbat is quad resistant to fighting. Plus, taking into consideration that Golbat doesn't appreciate knockoff, he has a Cobalion sitting right there.
Yeah,
that's
definitely.
That's some in.
Golbat is so fat.
Yeah, I want Nick to talk about Golbat for a bit.
Oh yeah, Nick.
I just saw a Golbat chew an what is it called? An Archeops Stonage. I want to let you know that.
Coming soon.
Coming soon.
Archeops from Full Health.
Yeah.
From Full Health Archeops, not like
so like a half still the defeatist.
On a completely unrelated note, please do check out Nick's Summer Showdown run.
Yeah.
I do have a Golbat.
I agree.
So
continuing.
Yeah.
There's not a lot to say about Golbat. It's just kind of there. It gives him better hazard removal than.
I'm just saying Taunt and then Defog. And
Super Fang.
Super Fang utility is really nice.
We'll move on. Next is Tauros by Mass. Mass, explain Tauros to me.
So I did want a second mod that was over around the base 110 or plus mark. So Tauros was basically fair. That. Its coverage is really nice, and it's got Intimidate. So you know that Meta Chance switching coming in clutch.
Meta Chance switching.
Also, just sheer force boosted moves. It gets all of them because it's a Gen 1 normal type. So
yeah,
it's I reckon
the Bolt Beam coverage, Flamethrower, that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah. All that stuff Tauros just randomly gets.
Also, like you say, the Intimidate's nice. You got double Intimidate there, Gyarados and Tauros. That's pretty good.
Yeah. But... And despite that, its special attack is pretty bad. Sheer Force plus Life Orb just kind of makes those things not bad.
Yeah, especially if you're hitting for a 4x weakness, you can make the most of it.
Yeah, for sure. That's the only reason to do it, though.
Yeah.
Like for 2 times weakness, you might just click return. Or rock climb. Rock climb does more than return.
It gets body slam from Gen 1 now, so
It does, yeah.
It does.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah, but with Spear Force, it kind of doesn't matter.
Yeah, I guess, but still.
What is more base power? Body slam or rock climb?
I think they're about the same, but body slam's 100% accuracy.
Yeah, it's correct.
Which is important. Now,
Yeah.
we shall move on. Mass, also your points looking pretty nice, actually. Balance your budget pretty well.
Yeah, that's because I picked Blaziken over some other firefighting types that are on the board, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be a financial advisor.
So we'll move on. We'll go over to Noah and his Vileplume that he drafted round 5. Vileplume's okay.
Vileplume is a nice pick.
It's 4 points as well. It's got
Strength up, right?
Yep, strength up now as well.
Vileplume is nice. Yes.
And
the only thing about Vileplume is that we don't know what to say about it because it's just a Vileplume.
it's just a
Watch
Vileplume.
out for the sunny day sweeps. That's all I gotta say.
Yes, if you draft like a Torkoal or something with this later on, it's pretty nice. But yeah, I think Vileplume overall, it's a nice little pick. It's pretty good value, 4 points. Noah's very good at getting the budget picks, I've noticed.
Yes, for sure. Musharna and Vileplume and Noivern are all 3 great budget picks.
Like his team overall, it doesn't look like spectacular, but the value is there. So
it's all about the value. People.
It's all about the budget picks, baby.
Like with it,
Anyway.
he might just have like some points remaining to pick up one of those stale heavy hitters.
And there's plenty of them. So
there's still plenty of them left.
Yeah, that's Vileplume. We don't know much else to say about it. So
nope.
Well, Vileplume gets strength up. I thought that in because that's pretty key for it because that's new.
Yeah.
It's
So
nice. Well, up next we have Aron and his Allendale Arons. He decided to pick up Mega Aerodactyl, and Mega Aerodactyl is nice.
it's a nice man. It's also the fastest thing on the draft board.
It is.
Except for Ninjas, of course, but okay.
Someone, Mist Cameo used Alolan Alakazam. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Mega Alakazam.
English rise.
Sorry, man.
That very clutch Alolan Alakazam. Very great. But yeah, Mega Aero, very fast. Like you can probably run Adamant most weeks.
And still a lot of points remaining as well.
Yeah. Just if he hits his stone edges, it's gonna be good.
He's gonna have a good time.
Yeah. If
and
he doesn't,
Gothitelle can trap like the counters to Mega Aero.
Yeah.
Mega Aero after that can just kind of go to town.
no, there's just good synergy on his team so far. I don't know.
Yes.
So.
It's mainly Mega Aero support at this point.
So let's move on from Aronskii's team. We don't want to give him too much praise. It is Rewt and his drafted Steelix, 4 points. Good value.
Good value. Steelix is nice.
Steel type.
Physical wall. As you
Third
mentioned.
ground type though for him.
Still a ground type, but it does not. Is it not weak to ice?
No, it's a neutrals rice.
Yes.
So it's pretty nice. It's a
More
good
rocks.
value. It's a good value steel type of a draft where there isn't that many of them. So I agree with taking it this round. I agree with taking it now. So yeah, overall I like it. It's good.
I have to mute for a second, so keep continuing.
Okay, I'll keep continuing. Nick can come up to the sub-commentary.
Oh, hello.
So-
What's going on?
You're the champion. You've got responsibilities here.
Oh, yikes.
So we'll move on. It is Lycanroc Dusk by Tablemon.
Oh, my boy.
Yeah, boy. Also,
love this
I
one.
like to think technically my boy as well. I use the form of it mages. So
Just a different form. Oh, I think this will be a good mon. It's so good.
what can you say about it? Like tough claws boosted, Excel rocks, like stone edges.
It's a nice speed that he didn't have before. 110.
And I hear the Z move is great for copyright strikes.
Great Z user. Got some nice coverage moves.
Yeah,
Some stuff. Or some Sash Endeavor sets. Could be spicy.
Very fantastic, man. Overall taunts, like say Sash Endeavor taunts, stealth rocks.
Gives him a rocker. Yeah, let's say a rocker.
He did a rocker.
Flygon doesn't get rod. Does Flygon get stealth rock?
No, it does not.
Okay, his first stealth rocker. That's important.
Very important. So yeah, shall we move on?
Mm-hmm.
We shall move on to JohnnyGB, and he drafts the Blade. As I was saying, steel types, not many of them.
And I think this is good for his team because it completes his Fairy Steel Dragon.
I also want to point.
Mimikyu, Kingdra, and Doublade.
I want to point out though that's also a pretty
Big
semi decent answer to Megabetacham. Semi decent.
Yeah,
And
agree,
he
but
has it on
does-
his team, so he's not to play against it. So that's something good. I know, yeah, Megabetacham does get fire punch and all that jazz, but
he's like half weak to Blacephalon, and the other half just kind of nukes Blacephalon, so it's kind of weird.
it's a weird.
Weakness.
You know, also the rain helps as well.
Yeah.
But actually, the rain plus like the blade would probably handle Megabetacham pretty well.
Yeah,
but
yeah, Ghost weakness. He doesn't have anything switching into a Shadow Ball at this point.
no,
in this draft,
definitely
so
not.
We may need to patch that
Mhm.
with the Dark type or something. So
So that is round 5 complete. So
it's the Tyrant has joined.
the Tyrant has joined. Our good friend Regulator has joined the call. So what do you think? So what do you think is the best pick of this round, Nick?
Honestly, I love Golbat. And then Aerodactyl was pretty solid, and I do like the last 2 picks with Lycanroc and Doublade. This round was pretty good overall.
It's a very good round overall.
Very good, solid round. All of them had uses on the teams that they were drafted for.
Oh, good job.
I
Mia.
have returned.
Good
Hello.
job, Fries. I've returned. Oops, I tweeted from my own.
And at the picks?
Yeah, we're rating the picks right now for this round.
Oh, worst
And I'm
pick?
saying this was a good round.
Say-
worst
say-
Vileplume. Just
Can I do my input on worst and best picks?
Yeah, go for it.
I think best pick is the Mega Arrow, and the worst pick is the Steelix.
You think the best pick is Megaera?
Yes.
I think the best pick is Lycanroc. just out of biases. But
You're biased as fuck. Bronson just got timed out of the chat.
poor Bronson.
I love Twitch Autobots. Fuck off. Brings us good tastes. I do. I have fantastic taste.
I'm sorry, Bronson. Nightbot's just out of control.
Hey, Greg is here.
Yeah, Greg is
Speak.
here.
Greg is here.
Speak.
But anyway, worst pick of this round. I guess
Vileplume. Just because it's a Vileplume in round
No,
5,
no.
I don't know.
No.
I think Vileplume is a better pick than Steelix.
No,
Felix with the team, yes. With the other 2 ground types.
okay, I think
But it is a steel type, so
I think it has to be Vileplume just because it's Vileplume. You're right. They're all good picks this round. It's hard to pick a
they're all
worse
pretty
one.
good.
Okay, so let us move on to round number 6, shall we? We've divided a bit too much on this one. I kind of balls up the Twitter for a second. So let us move on. Round 6, we have Vikavolt by JohnnyGB.
This one is scary.
This one is fucking terrifying.
This
And it's
one
only 6 points.
Only
has
6
no
points.
switch-ins. It's gonna be difficult to find switch-ins that are
Also, in
Well
rain.
crafted.
Rain kind of helps it a bit as well. It gets thunder.
spam thunder. Oh, that's gonna be scary.
Can we also appreciate the fact that this team does not give a shit about psychic types? Doublade, Mimikyu, and Vikavolt.
Very few shits have been given here. And also,
Very few
I think,
shits.
let me just think. Also, still noticing, no hazards. Johnny, where are your
No
hazards?
hazards.
Still no hazards. And,
no,
and
no
another
ghost
weakness.
resist. No ghost
And,
resist.
No
and
ghost
another,
resist.
And another weakness, also that.
Yeah, but yeah, Vikavolt's a monster. Next up, we have Galvantula, drafted by Tablemon.
There goes another web user.
Yeah, there's a
So,
better sticker web user.
webs plus Lycanroc. That's kind of cool.
Right. Also, Webs plus X-Cloud is pretty
Charizard.
down.
Webs
Scary.
plus Zard and X-Cloud. Yeah, I can see it.
I can dig it. It's good. It's decent. Also, like, I think
Are we talking
Pablo...
about the Galvantula?
We're talking about Galvantula. So what do you got to say about Galvantula?
Nice pick. I think it's more so focused at supporting the X-Cloud, which is odd.
Also goodbye, Bronson. Thanks for stopping by. Anyway, yeah.
It makes sense, but yeah, not a whole lot of sticky webbers remaining on the table.
Yeah.
And Galvantula.
Did we even have any stick web in the majors?
No,
And
we
now
did not.
all 3 of them have been taken here. Oh.
So yeah, definitely good. So, let us move on from Galvantula. We shall now move on to the next pick, which is Torkoal, drafted by Rewt. Torkoal.
Another ground weakness. That's what I see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So,
And another water weakness.
And another water weakness.
I don't see a single water resistant.
Where are the
team.
Scald switching? I guess Rabombi.
I guess the skull switching is set up the sun.
Hey, Mombi doesn't
There's the
resist Scald.
setup.
Does Bug doesn't resist Scald or water?
No.
So it's not a water.
But yeah, Torkoal was a pretty confusing pick for me at this point.
Oh yeah. Its main focus is on hazard removal.
Yeah, I guess.
But I think you could have had a hazard remover with the same amount of points, or a little less even. It would have synergized better on the team. I mean, we're bitching about the that it's another water weakness, but he does have to pick up a fire type at some point.
And he does have the sun to help him out there, I guess.
That's correct.
So that's something. I might pick up something like Sun Sweeper or something later on.
Also, Sun works nice with the Pidgeot boost Heatwave, and it doesn't remove the accuracy drop, or it doesn't give the accuracy drop to Hurricane because of no guard. So that's some interesting synergy to note.
Yeah, I guess so. So let's move on.
It might not be just a horrible pick.
And now we move on to Aronskii and his Ember.
Aha, yeah, nice pick.
It's-
I think does it kind of do
That'll
the
be
same as? It doesn't do the same as Arrow. It gets rid of Arrow's checks, the steel types,
Mhm.
the
Grass.
rock types.
Yeah.
The grass types is the same thing. They kind of both don't deal super well with water types. I mean, there's wild charts on Ember.
It's a good wall breaker.
This is the thing.
It's decent.
It's nice. It works well with the team, I think, for sure. Not
His
a
team-
horrible pick.
His team's
Not the greatest pick either, but it's just a nice piece.
his speed tiers are a little out of whack, a little bit out of whack.
Oh,
But-
yeah, for sure.
But
Speakers are a big hood.
well, overall, it's not terrible. So let's move on. There you go, Aaron. Not terrible. Congratulations. So moving on, we have Moraine. It's Politoed. Noah picks Politoed.
Politoed.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
Yeah, Politoed.
Pretty
interesting to see. It's pretty interesting to see another dimension being given to a several of our team with Rain. Something to note, he has 30 points remaining and Mega Swampert is still on the board. So
yes, that is important.
he will most likely head to that. Considering that Johnny doesn't have the points to pick up Mega Swampert, he doesn't have a reason to pick up Mega Swampert, and he also can't pick up Mega Swampert because he has a Metacham on his team.
Well,
So the chances of Noah picking up a Mega Swampert are immensely high.
Pretty
They're
high.
huge. They're huge.
Yeah, I'm going to slide in it. Okay, Rain definitely helps out his team a bit. It does help out their Aurora. It helps out Neuven as well. Not going missing those Hurricanes anymore. And yeah,
Nice.
I guess it helps out with the weaknesses that Klecky and Vileplume have as well.
And
It's pretty good
Thunder
synergy.
for Zerora.
And also, it's 8 points.
It's only 8 points. But
As you know, Noah doesn't like spending too many points.
Nope.
So
no,
it's-
but he has to
Some
keep
nice-
points for the Mega Swampert. He has to keep points.
Nice
For
Perish Song.
there we go.
Politoed.
Yeah, very nice.
It always struggles to run 4 moves, so Perish Song was always my go-to last move.
There we go. Wise words from the champion.
Wise.
So let's move on. We have Mass's pick, Credilli, and that is, Mass.
Can you talk a little bit about your pick?
Yeah, sure. So there's like a lot of rain and like sort of like water offense. Just having an immunity to that while still being able to do nicely and stuff like Pelip is pretty cool. It gives me a second rock setter on my team and grass type offense, which can help a little bit as well. And it's a wall. Basically, it's the first wall we've got.
Credilli is a bitch to deal with sometimes. Like
Yeah, and you know what?
the first
It's,
time I was up against a Credilli, someone brought the stockpile set.
Ooh.
Oh lord, was I in pain.
and you know what? It's 3 points. It's literally 3 points. That's good
Yeah,
value.
it's super cheap as well. So we actually prioritized it on our plan. So
And yeah, I didn't think about the rain offense when you were drafting Mass, to be honest, and that's a pretty smart pick. I like it. So
Thank
that is Credilli, 3 points. It's some bulk for Mass. There you are. So let us move on. It
Continuing.
is Sebby, and he picks Raichu. Raichu.
It's just a nice. There's not a whole lot to say about
It's a
Raichu.
Raichu.
It's a Raichu. It's kind of there.
It's a fast electric type. It clicks Volt Switch. It gets knockoff. It gets some decent coverage moves like Surf and such. You know.
Surf, Grass Knot.
Yeah. I say it's a special attacker as well, which
Sebby, it's mixed. I think it's attacks region.
it's a mixed attacker. Yeah.
But you'll
but
mostly
Sebby-
see special.
Sebby will
let's be
show
honest.
you. Sebby will show you some fantastic Raichu play.
Oh yeah, Raichu
just
is like a
trust.
VGC thing, isn't it?
Oh, I
Just
definitely.
trust the Raichu will come into play. It
I-
will-
I-
Well, now the pressure is on.
some
I
spicy
trust
sets
Sebby
from-
to use Raichu exceptionally well. I expect him to bring Assault Vest quite a lot as well with Raichu. I used to like doing that with Raichu.
AV Endeavor. Oh.
AV, yeah. Anyway. Let us move on from Raichu. I'm not sure much we can really say about it. It gets good priority for extreme speed as well, which is good. But, you know, what more can I say about Raichu?
Raichu gets extreme speed.
Yeah,
It does.
you're learning a lot.
well-
You're learning today, Fries. We're learning.
I should unretire. I think I knew so much about. I know so much about it.
So let us move on to Sparrows, and he picks Bishop. Round 6? 6, yes, it's 6. So yeah,
Nice
Bishop.
pick.
It's a good pick.
Was drafted in Mages as well.
Yes, it was drafted by
One of
Jack.
one of
and
those
Mages as
one of those droppies.
well. It was dropped
Is that a word?
pretty hard by Bub. He just went, nope.
Nope.
I
So-
don't like, but that's
Isn't
my preference.
something to
specific.
take into consideration is Sucker Punch, of course. Be sure to know the mechanics behind Sucker Punch.
Yeah. Can I get a fuck hair in the chat?
If you don't, can I get a fuck hair in the chat, please, everyone? Thank you.
Right. But yes.
I'll do the honors.
Do
hair
the
on.
honors. So yeah, Bishop. It was pretty well go. It was pretty well with his team, I think, because he's got quite a few fighting resists, sort of, kind of.
Ligar, Pinsir,
Shinosik.
4 fighting resist.
And
speed.
an immunity.
Unity in
Uh-huh.
it's fine.
There you go, Bishop.
This team doesn't give a shit about fighting resist.
There we
Fighting types.
There we go,
So,
Bishop. It ain't bad.
No.
Play bad.
Could you imagine that would be your slogan? Bishop, it ain't that bad.
That should be
Bishop,
most.
I'm not pathetic.
That's gonna be my new channel slogan. Blue
I
Road.
mean, I think it'll
No,
help.
no.
Oh, because look,
Not
okay,
horrible.
okay, think about it. They're sticky web users who can use Defiant, and that could be a thing.
Oh, that is a good point actually. Yeah, there are a couple of stick web
With
users.
the Gyarados, but I don't know. Maybe that's what he was going.
Yeah,
for.
okay, Mass, how you feeling?
Anti-web.
So, Mass, how you feeling about potentially facing Bishop?
But why would someone use defog against the Bishop when it's their
Or also
web?
like defog too. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's totally a thing.
So anyway,
Huh.
let us move on to the round review. Round 6 is there, all the picks are there. Who had the worst, who had the best?
I think all things considered, the worst pick is Torkoal.
Yeah, I think Torkoal.
The team
And
just.
the best pick is Vikavolt.
I agree.
Really? You agree?
Yes.
You know, looking at it,
I agree.
actually wasn't the strongest round. Now look at it. So maybe Vikavolt
Plus,
is.
No.
a lot of these teams like Johnny.
I think this was the round where
That's why
most
16
were half.
left.
I think this is the round where the people who had proper draft plans picked up a little more expense,
Yeah.
and the people that and a lot of there were also people that were like, "Wait a minute, I don't have that many points left." Shit.
There were a few of those.
The panic round.
The panic round. But I quite like Credilli as a good pick as well. I think Mass actually made a very smart pick there, looking at other people's drafts and picking up Credilli. So
I just hold grudges against Credilli.
yeah, you would. But anyway, let's move on to round number 7. And we've got Sparrows up first, and he picks Volbeat. And let me tell you, Volbeat is fantastic, okay? Volbeat,
I
2 points.
We were just Hey, quick take. We were just bitching about the water weakness on Root's side. Can we also appreciate the fire weakness on Sparrow's side?
Oh yeah, 100%.
He's got
100% fire weakness.
resists.
Yeah, it's got
Yes,
2.
but 4 weaknesses.
That's fine.
Also 4. No.
Now, okay, let me just explain why Volbeat is pretty damn useful. It's got great utility. Now, Tailwind, it does get defog. Also, Tail Glow and Baton Pass.
It can still pass into Blacephalon, which is kind of dank.
It can, but you're like, it's never
And
going to happen.
he should most likely pick up another special Mon, though.
Yeah,
if
they
he
can.
doesn't want to make Volbeat super, super obvious.
Yeah. Like I say, the tail glow pass will be pretty obvious, and you can probably knock out Blacephalon before it can even do anything. If you press into it.
It dies to a fucking breeze of wind.
But I feel like, yeah, I've had Volbeat before. Volbeat is very fun to use. Like, I love it. I do love Volbeat. Not great on his team overall, like you say, fire weakness and such, but great utility man. 2 points. It's worth it. So
yes, but also more weakness to hazards.
Yeah. But it's defog as well, so that doesn't matter.
Does it get roost?
Yes, it does.
Oh, well. Not that bad as I thought.
So let's move on. It is Sebby and Chandelier.
A big
Chandelier
round
is
kind
a
of
fantastic pick. We mentioned the fighting weakness, right?
Yes.
We also mentioned the weakness to psychic types.
Mm-hmm.
Not like Chandelier really likes switching into psychic types, but it's a very good offensive check. Some nice utility, a fire type. It's nice. It's a nice pick.
No more.
I like it.
Someone just mentioned I didn't put a recap picture on the fucking Twitter. You're right, I didn't. I'm bad. Let's do that real now.
Wow. Horrible commish.
Terrible commissioner. Worst commissioner in the biz.
One thing to note is that Sebby only has 10 points left. So I'm curious to see what this has to do with those rest.
Budget these last few picks for him.
Oh,
for sure.
Definitely. But anyway.
He doesn't really need to pick more high-end mons with Cobalion, Cloister, Diggersby, Guard, and Shandy. No need for more high-end mons, honestly. So, curious.
But yeah, I like Chandelier a lot. Like you said, it's got very balanced stats, very, very good coverage. I actually like it more than Blacephalon in many ways.
Yes.
Because it gets a lot of better coverage than Blacephalon, I feel.
It gets the same kind of stuff, it does the same kind of things, and it's 5 points cheaper.
Yeah, and it gets energy ball.
Just doesn't get beast boosts.
Oh, imagine if it did. Imagine if it still got Shadow Tag.
Oh, damn.
Anyway.
What a dream.
Let's move on.
Probably wouldn't be 10 points.
We're on to Mass's pick, and it is Slurpuff. Mass, Slurpuff, explain.
Yes. So good fairy types for like, it's always nice to have like a semi-decent one at least on the team. So Slurpuff kind of does that nicely. It's a threatening, just like sets up one turn and then can just like sweep your team. It gives me a backup option to run webs if like I don't want to run webs on a Araquanid, but still want that option. Or if I'm not bringing a Araquanid into a game, like it's got a bad matchup, that option there as well. And most importantly, it's Wish Pass from my team, so pretty key.
You're right with that H3 stat.
I was about to mention, I think this is the first time ever I've seen a team with 2 sticky web users. Ever.
Yeah.
Never seen this.
That's the reverse, and that's a Mastodon Grappia.
Yeah.
Yep, that's probably fair to say.
Yeah.
Webs might end up being more than like just a bonus, but I mean, like, you never know.
Most of the time it is. Slurpuff is also a niche pick. Slurpuff is also a niche pick.
Yeah.
It's a cool pick. I like it. Like I say, fairy types are few and far between right now. Noticing that Comfy at the moment remains undrafted. What's up with that?
Interesting. Interesting.
So.
And Mimikyu went like immediately. So
yeah, I know.
You know, good fairies go early.
The old rivalry is back, Mass.
Yeah, 100%.
But yeah, let's move on. It is Noah picks up Pinsir for 2 points.
I don't know what to say about this pick. I have no clue what Pinsir does.
It gets stealth.
I know what Mega Pinsir does, but I don't know what Mega Pinsir or regular Pinsir does. I have no idea.
It's an interesting one. It gets cool abilities like Moxie and Moxie. I can't remember.
It also gets. It also gets the ability that makes you not use or lose attack when someone intimidates you.
Hypercutter, yeah.
Hypercutter, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Doesn't it also get intimidate?
No, it doesn't.
Question mark? Oh.
But it's another stealth rocker. His only other hazard set at the moment was Klefki.
Only stealth rocker on his team.
Only stealth rocker on his team. But yeah, it's 2 points. It's a stealth rocker. It's okay in rain, maybe. I don't know. It's a Pinsir. What do you want me to say about it?
I never see Pinsir, so
I've seen it a couple of times. But it's something. It's something. So let's move on.
Okay.
Aronskii, he picks Drifblim. 2 points.
Wait, Aron is here. You can explain this pick.
Hey, Aron.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello. Can you please explain your Drifblim pick?
I have none. Matrix told me to pick it, so there. I have no reason.
Good
I
enough.
think we have a contender for worst pick of the round.
There we go. That's it. You can discuss it. I'm out.
So what do I think of Driftblim? I guess it's the ghost type. That's another flying type. And considering Aron doesn't have that big of a fire or an electric weakness, it's a nice addition to the team.
It's not bad. Get some burden as well. It's pretty decent.
Unburden, and there was some set that there was. I don't remember what it was.
It's probably stockpile.
It has
some
baton
bullshit.
dust, doesn't it? It has baton
I think
dust,
so,
doesn't
yes.
We can use flying gems, right?
it? No.
Yeah, you can totally use flying gems, Aaron. Try it and see how it works
try
out.
it
for
on
you.
Wi-Fi. Yeah.
Try it on Wi-Fi first and see if it works out for you. But yeah, it's cool. It's a good 2.1, I guess. I'm not sure if I picked it. I would have picked it this round, but it's there.
Probably would have stayed on the table for sure. A lot longer.
It's coming from the person who drafted Eradicate round 3, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
question nothing.
That's
You know what? Why are you here, Aaron?
Uh-huh.
Why did you pick Eradicate round 3?
I thought we're not spoiling it.
We're not spoiling it, but why would you pick it round 3, you fool?
Just say that you were
I-
scared of someone else picking it. That always
I
works.
was. I have no really. It's Cephalon.
And move on.
That's literally it. I'm dropping it after week 5, but it just.
Anyway, let's move on. Rewt drafts Jellicent. Jellicent,
Hey, it's a
It's a water resist.
It's a water.
Yay! Woo!
It's a water immunity.
Applause.
he did it.
If
We're-
you
Finally.
use water absorb. If.
We are
Well,
really
also use-
Yes.
What's the other ability?
Curse
body?
body.
No.
Curse body.
Curse body.
It could come in handy sometimes.
Well, if I were Rewt, I'd just bring water absorb every single week.
Yes. Now you do not care about water types. That's fine.
It's a good one.
You know what? Within one pick, Rewt just patched his entire weakness to Johnny's team. Considering Johnny had Mega Medicham plus Rain,
Yeah.
and Jellicent just kind of beats Maggie. But there's still Mimikyu and the Blade, so
Overall, though, I think it's a solid pick for his team. Solid pick. I like it.
solid pick.
Yeah, good utility. I say a lot, but it gets taunt, gets Will-O-Wisp. So good.
I've been beaten down by Bill's Jellicent in SPN.
That's
was
terrible.
So I low-key hold grudges against Jellicent, I guess.
And grudges against
Low-key.
Bill, right?
Yeah, who doesn't hold grudges against Bill?
Yeah, that's all.
Who
Move
doesn't?
on. Okay, so Tablemon, he drafts Hunchcrow, 8 points. Hunchcrow.
Interesting.
Hunchcrow with webs. Not bad.
That's pretty good.
Also, it's another defogger. His hazard removal wasn't the best.
Nope, his hazard removal was just Charizard and Flygon.
And
But
Flygon.
I don't think that having another bird on the team or another flying type is helpful. I think
No.
you could have went with like another or different dark type. Considering Charizard also kind of poops with flying typing.
Yeah.
It's not super strong with flying type moves. Honcho is better because it gets Brave Bird, whereas Charizard would only use Air Slash.
Hmm.
So I can see that. Moxie is nice. Question
That's it.
mark?
I do like it with webs. I do like the fact he gets Sucker
It's nice
Punch.
with webs, yes.
I do like
But
it.
it doesn't get knockoff, right?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
So-
so I'm not 100% sold on this pick.
No, it's not great, but it's I can see why you drafted it.
Yes.
There's definitely reasons. I can see the ways you could do it, like webs plus Honchcrow, Moxie, pretty nice.
Yes, I
So
agree.
let's move on now. Johnny, he picks Ludicolo to no one's surprise in a rain team.
I mentioned the Jellicent beating Rain. Well, there's Ludicolo. now.
there it goes.
Have fun.
But
Have fun.
yeah, Ludicolo in
It's only,
rain.
it's only five. It's only 5 points.
5 points.
I'm for one of the people that thinks that Ludicolo is also great even without rain.
Oh, you're one of those
I've
people.
once 1v1'd a Cure in Black with Ludicolo.
Ah,
True story.
true story. Also, Deebs drafted it once
story.
without picking rain. Right?
Yeah, it's nice. I love Ludicolo. It also just looks nice.
Yeah, it's also dancing there on the Wi-Fi,
And the typing is actually pretty nice.
it's pretty nice. It's overall
Because it's
very
not weak to grass, and it's also not weak to water. No, fire. That's
good.
what it
There
was.
we go. You got there eventually.
It
So
takes a minute, but I'll get there.
So let's just go to the round summary page real quick, and I'll tweet it out and get it right this time. So yeah, tell me the best and the worst picks real quick from you guys.
I think the best pick is between one of the two, Jellicent or Chandelure. I'm more so leaning towards Chandelure being the best pick of the round. And there were a lot of questionable picks this round, namely being the Volbeat is odd, the Pinsir is odd, the Driftling is odd. The Honchkrow is also odd, now that I look at also the point total that Tablemon still has left.
But the Jellicent I think was the best, just because it would have patched up for a Rewt. So
yeah, I think Jellicent.
You can make that argument as well for the Chandelure.
Yeah, you could.
I don't know.
But I think like the Jellicent was more important for Root's team than it was for Sebby to have Chandelure.
Yeah. As I said, I think both are fantastic. I'm just leaning more towards Chandelure.
And as for the worst pick, it's hard.
There are a lot. It's Volbeat is not good, Pinsir is not good, Drifloon is not good.
No, I see the usefulness of some of these picks, and then I see Honchkrow probably being the worst because of the value.
Yeah, Honchkrow is the worst. I was about to say the same thing.
So yeah, that's what we think. Let's move on to Johnny's next pick, and it's Skuntank.
He finally has another hazard remover.
He finally has a ghost resist.
But still no hazards!
I mean,
still no hazards, and only 5 points remaining. Well, you're looking at Old and Graveler, buddy.
I like this pick. A dark type, poison type.
Did
he
you
had a ghost weakness that was now patched up, so...
Yeah, you're right. That does patch up the ghost weakness. That's a good pick. And also, that's a good typing as well. Only weak to ground. So.
And he doesn't really care for ground outside of Ducklets, so...
Oh no, more priority. I like Skuntank. I've used it before in the past. It's very...
Yeah, Skuntank is pretty nice.
Very nice.
It also said Pursuit Trapper. Bum bum bum.
Dun dun dun. Rip Blacephalon.
Dun dun dun.
But yeah, Skuntank, it's a pretty good one. I still think Johnny needs some hazards at some point. Just like cheap hazards. Anything, Johnny. Give me something.
Give me something. Even if it's just a spike.
But just a spike, man. I'll take a toxic spike. But next up, let's go over to Tablemon's pick, and it is Tangela. 4 points. There we are. That's a nice pick. That's a regen core.
Tangela's a nice pick. Regen core. Oh yeah, it's Slowbro. Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, nice pick. It works well. Works well. You needed the grass type.
And
you needed it.
It's cheap.
It's cheap. It's nice. Tangela, nice. What can we say about Tangela? Absolutely fucking nothing.
It is fat, and it is great with Slowbro, but they're both weak to bug. Other than that, they're great.
Tangela's not very specially fat, I've learned.
Yeah, it's not, but it's like physically, it's great.
It's kind of interesting to see Tangela in a... I mean, you need a grass at some point, but Tangela with the sun is...
Yeah, also, yeah, it does get chlorophyll, so...
Chlorophyll.
That's correct.
Spicy Tangela sweeps.
Those spicy Tangela sweeps coming your way very soon.
If Tablemon pulls off at least a 3-0 Tangela sweep, I'll pay him $20.
Clip that.
Ooh.
Someone on the stream, clip it immediately.
I'll pay PayPal him $20.
Anyway, let's move on. $20. There you go, Tablemon. You're watching. Yeah,
best pick he's ever made.
So next we have Rewt, and he picks Striker. What can I say with this? I guess
Striker is nice.
It's nice. It's 4 points.
Works well with the team. You need an electric type. A Striker is fast, so a fast Volt Switcher. This team is blazingly fast out, by the way.
Yeah, this is a very fast draft at the moment.
Speed there's a kind of wonk.
Weird, yeah.
It's like
a big gap between Jellicent and Nidoking.
It's like fast.
Jellicent don't have a big gap. Mainly Jellicent and Steelix.
Jellicent and Torkoal.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a big gap there, but
there's also a big gap between Nidoking and Substriker.
Substriker, yeah.
Or Zygarde, which is the slowest out of the two. I don't know.
Well, yeah, Substriker. It's a cheap mon that you can pick up at this point in the draft. Pretty decent.
And then there's Overheat, which is kind of cheeky.
It's cheeky. Yeah.
Versus Flamethrower.
That's Overheat in the sun.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Question mark.
The Torkoal looking even more like a useful pick.
And we were bitching at this thing. It's looking so nice.
People are reaching a bit hard at times.
Yeah, we're reaching at times for sure.
Well, let's move on. Aronskii, you drafted this time. Aaron, you here?
Another Blacephalon check.
Another Blacephalon check, right?
Aaron isn't here.
Aaron's probably gone to take a Herald. But yeah, ditto. Good Scoutmon. I'm surprised it actually went this late.
I am too, honestly, because it prevents sweeps from other mons.
Yeah.
It's always kind of a late pick. I think even in this format it would be late.
Yeah,
because people are like, no, you know what, I can just pick Ditto.
Yeah, I think it's always a late pick, and like people are like, you pick it up as a scout. It prevents setup for the most part, except for like sub setup, of course. But yeah, ditto, decent scout. You can see people's sets and such. You can run focus sash. You want to trigger fries.
I want to die.
How's your Naga-Gadel?
Did I miss my pick?
Yeah,
Yes.
we're still on your pick.
Oh,
Ditto.
okay.
Explain, I guess. Like, if you want.
I see rain. I see ditto. Sure.
Good explanation.
And just
Fantastic
so people don't. It's just to avoid people setting up on me, just knowing that I have Scarf Ditto in the back, or you know, Sash.
Sash Ditto. Sash Ditto.
Best set.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's move on from Aaron's pick now then, and move on to Noah, and he picks Keldeo. Keldeo, pretty nice.
Oh, I wasn't even aware that he had so many points left.
Yeah, he had that many points left. There's so many. It's like very
Keldeo,
unconscious.
14 left. Oh,
Yeah.
Keldeo this late.
That's insane.
Yeah, Keldeo at this point in the draft, like crazy.
Keldeo in rain.
Yeah.
Hello?
Crazy man at this point.
Oh, some people are gonna weep.
Yeah. I say 14 points, Keldeo this late in the draft.
Except for Rewt, he has a Jellicent now.
And,
Oh, that-
yeah, he's good.
Totally ignoring the fact that there's a Zero right on the block, but
Yeah, just ignore that.
I get.
But yeah, Keldeo, fantastic pick at this late stage. He had the points for it. Why not? That's the question.
Why not? With only 14 remaining, Mega Swampert is coming for sure.
For sure.
I wasn't really expecting the Keldeo though, to be honest. I knew he had a lot of points left, but the Keldeo.
But anyway, we move on to Mass now and his Claydol. Mass.
Yes.
Hello.
Claydol's. Hello. Yeah, Claydol is a rapid spinner, least bothered by hazard, so I thought it was an absolute steal for 3 points.
Somewhere Bill is getting a boner for this Claydol.
What's up with these Aussies and Claydol? I don't get it.
Yeah, Aussies love booking Claydol for some reason.
They do.
know.
They really do.
Well, yeah, that's...
Yeah.
I don't
Like,
know.
I felt it was nice to pick up the spinner, considering we have 2 web setters and our only hazard removal is default.
Also,
so
you kind of needed another rocker, let's face it.
I did another rocker is greatly appreciated.
You don't want to defog
It's-
your own webs. I understand.
Yeah, and it gets recycled, so I have like really shit recovered with a 50% area, so that's cool.
There you go. Claydol, don't underestimate
I
it.
see you.
So, Claydol, it's an Aussie pick. Moving on.
It is.
Moving on, what do we have here?
Sebby.
Rhydon.
Drops Rhydon.
Nice pick.
That is a
It
nice
works
pick.
well.
5 points.
Just kind of there. He
Um,
finally has. No, he already had Hazard.
I want to point out, he does now have a flying type, resist.
Finally.
Well, I know we had Raichu before, but that Raichu does not count.
Raichu, hello, mister.
But yeah, this is a very solid pick. Like, Rhydon's
He has
fantastic.
He has an actual rocker. I don't think Cabalin is a rocker.
Yeah,
Never
that's
used
true.
That in really.
Yeah,
So
you
he
have,
finally has a rocker.
you have Spikes with Cloister and Diggersby as well, of course.
But Rhydon is weak to fighting, so
Yeah, it's another fighting weakness, but that's something. But
Yes.
yeah, Rhydon, fantastic. Another Eevees user as well, and it's looking a tiny bit knockoff weak, tiny.
tiny. But there's a Cabalion.
Yeah, there's also a Cabalion, so it's fine.
Please knock off the Cabalion.
Yeah. So maybe it's just he's thinking that like, okay, I've got all this Eevees, so people click knockoff, and I'll switch him a Cabalion. That's maybe the
mean,
thought
always-
process.
In the back of somebody's mind.
Yeah, that's always there. So we'll move on to Sparrows. What do you got for us? Miltank. I'm actually surprised Miltank went this late.
Miltank is a
Yes.
nice pick, actually.
Mhm.
It gives him another hazard option.
And also, we were bitching about his fire weakness earlier, were we not?
And now is there a
it's
stick
not.
for that?
Now
Yeah,
there's
we
a
were
fire
bitching about his fire weakness.
And I think that's another reliable rocker, which he was lacking. So, yeah,
Yeah,
Miltank.
Miltank
Solid.
can be a pick as well. Also speed control with T-Wave and Body
Oh,
Slam.
fantastic.
For
Fantastic
Pinsir and
pick.
Mastodon. It's pretty nice. Yeah, nice pick. I
Nice
like
pick.
it.
I feel like we've been very mean on Sparrows and Rewt to some extent.
For sure.
So, yeah, Sparrows, nice pick in the end. I think his draft is starting to round up. It's looking nicer than it was. So,
I agree.
let's move on to the round review. And there you have it, folks. What's the best and worst pick?
The best pick is the Keldeo.
Yeah, I think.
And the worst
Objection.
pick is the... That's some pretty good picks, actually, this round.
Yeah, it's not bad round.
I think the worst one was the Claydol.
Oh, really? Claydol? I don't think it was.
Yes, Claydol. I do. I don't know
Oh,
why.
you're right. There are some good picks, actually, now. Look at it.
Yeah, they were pretty good picks. Ditto is nice, Frag is nice, Tangler's nice, Kantik is nice.
Alright,
Claydol's also nice, but I just want to be
Just
a
on the
bitch.
the fact that it's a fucking Claydol, I'll say
Just the
Claydol as well.
fact that it's Claydol, that's fine.
Just a fucking fact. But yeah, like I said, there were good picks this round. There's no bad one, I feel. There's some like meh, but others were pretty great.
It's all in all pretty nice.
So we move on to round 9 now, and round 9, we're starting to see some very low budgets on the board, especially Tablemon and Johnny and Sebby to an extent as well. So let's move on to round 9, and we see Klinklang. Well, it's a steel type.
Yes, I do not get this pick.
Yeah,
I do not get this pick.
I think he
How?
does.
How is Sparrows going to beat water types?
Shinotic?
Shinotic.
Just let that sink in, okay? It picks up another steel type, setup sweeper as well, which is nice, but it doesn't do anything different than Blacephalon, Pinsir, or Bisharp.
I mean, is it really a setup sweeper though? It doesn't really get great coverage.
It is.
Like, it gets gear grind,
it
gets return,
Gear
it gets
grind.
wild charge. That's it. Like,
That's it. Or gear grind. But like the setup shift gear.
yeah,
I don't like this pick at all. It doesn't fit the team.
it's a weird one. Well, it's 2 points.
It doesn't fit the team.
Yeah,
Even at 2 points, it doesn't fit the team.
yeah,
It doesn't do anything different or adds any value to what Blacephalon, Pinsir, and Bisharp already do.
And he just had all that goodwill from the mill tank pick as well.
Yes.
We wanted to be nice.
Yeah, but this is not a good pick.
But yeah, let's move on.
I am not nice.
And now let's go for the great pick. I think of this round, Munchlax.
More fighting weaknesses. Nice one, Sebby.
Yeah, it's nice fighting weakness. It's a fighting weakness. I agree, but at the same time, Munchlax, it's thick fat. It's 1 point. It's pretty nice. Also, hi Irish, thanks for stopping by. But yeah, another EVO-like user as well. You know what? Looking at it, maybe Munchlax wasn't the greatest pick, but
No.
I think overall it's a cool mon. I like it.
It can do the same thing as Snorlax.
Yeah,
Restalk, Skurs, things.
and we do have to point out, it is 1 point. He's not wasting
And
anything.
there are also not a lot of ghost types being picked up, so
Yeah, that's a good point as well.
that's pretty nice.
So, let us move on to Mass. It's Pikachu. Hi, Mass.
Yes, Pikachu. How good is Pikachu?
Horrible.
Fantastic,
Yes.
Big Mass. You get all the hats.
We get all the hats. Like, that is insane.
Look,
That's
you don't
value
understand.
That's
That
value
is-
for one.
That is all the fashion in one pick.
Yep.
For 1 point too. That's a steal.
And Mass is a fashion icon. He is the one that bought us Scarfer, remember, people. So,
Yeah. We brought Scarf Lantern and Specs Probopass in back-to-back weeks in semis and grands, so
there we go.
what can I say? I'm a man of fashion.
And Pikachu is one of the fashionable picks. Yeah.
Pikachu's nice. It gives me a Volt Switch. It gives me a third electric immunity if you want to count that. And it's got a bunch of events, so it has a pretty decent move pool, clumped together, and Light Ball. So Fling Light Ball can paralyze stuff. So.
Fling Light Ball. Only Mass.
Yeah.
Only Mass will say Fling Light Ball.
You never know, because you can Fling Light Ball then Endeavor, and that's all cool.
This is why Hera lost you. Right, Well, yeah, that's Pikachu. I think we've spent too much time on the Pikachu pick. Moving on. It's Regigigas. Yeah, it's Regigigas.
He just needed at 1 point Mon to kind of be there.
I guess, yeah, you're right.
Just kind of there, like, fuck it.
So,
Literally, it adds nearly no value.
Yeah, that's
just
right.
kind of. It's just, it can soak hits.
Yeah, it can soak hits. It gets T-Wave. It doesn't get Stealth Rock, which I found out today when I was doing my research.
Oh, shit.
So I was like, yeah, I guess it's bulky.
But outside of that, it's just a very... It's just a bad Mon.
Yeah, it's not the greatest. But it's, like you said, he had, like... The Mega Swampert is probably coming. And he had a point.
100% it's coming.
And he had a point. So we thought, what's 1 point? Yeah, Regigigas. That'll do.
What's the worst I can pick?
What could I pick? Oh, no. What do you mean Sunkern's 2 points for some reason?
You should have went with Slacking.
Slacking. No, I think Slacking's actually more points than 1. I'm not sure though.
Blasphemous.
But yeah, definitely Regigigas is an interesting pick to say the least. But it's 1 point. So let's move on. It is Rotom Heat by Aronskii. It's Rotom Heat.
So strange to see that Rotom Heat being picked up around 9 in minors. Like,
is it though? I don't like Rotom Heat.
Rotom Heat is nice. Rotom Heat is really good.
I disagree. It's just bad.
Rotom Heat is nice. No, Rotom Heat is insane. It also gives him another defogger.
Oh, you're right. That defogger is also weak to rocks. Great.
No, Rotom Heat is so nice. Rotom Heat has very good synergy with Seismitoad.
No, you're not wrong about that actually. But I don't like it. I think there were better mons he could have picked.
Nah. He also had a lot of points still left, so Rotom Heat is a nice pick. I like Rotom Heat.
He had points for like, I don't know, what was... I'm going to look at the points right now.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh, anyway, yeah. So
you could have picked a Blissey.
Yeah, he could have picked a Blissey.
Or Crawdons or Mantine. Well, I take that back. Mantine would have been a better pick.
No, I don't think Mantine would be that great. Well, actually, maybe.
Well, he does finally have an electric type now, so...
I don't know, something like... I think he could have picked, like, Salazzle or something. That'd been nice.
I picked it more for the Volt Switch over the
I agree. I think there were very few good Volt Switches left, so...
And you could have went with Heliolisk.
Nah, it's too many points. Bro,
And I
1 point extra, please.
No, unbelievable. I do think Heliolisk is overpriced, and I think we should really review that price of 11 points for Heliolisk.
I really like Heliolisk.
I agree, it's nice, but I don't think it's 11 points nice. I don't think it's the same for nice as an Azel, for example.
Ugh.
Right, anyway, let's move on. And I will never stop hating on Rotom Heat. It is a mediocre as fuck man. Like, let's move on to Rewt and his Cinccino.
Oh yeah, Cinccino is just kind of there.
It's there. It's a man.
It's can be a bitch from time to time with King's Rock.
Believe it or not, MPL once banned King's Rock on this one.
They did.
It did. I removed that ban a while ago.
What a bunch of pussies.
But yeah, Cinccino's interesting. It's got a cool speed there.
Did you just say Shiinotic? Cinccino.
Cinccino.
I thought you said Shiinotic for a second.
I could have said Shiinotic, I don't know. But the Tafel tell of what I say it. But anyway, yeah. Cinccino, it's an interesting man. It's a normal type. He wasn't lacking, but...
It's kind of trying to fill up gaps. It's not like you need a normal type specifically, but normal type stab is also... It's always kind of useful.
Like I say, it's got skill link, it's got decent coverage. I think Cinccino could do a few good things.
It has knockoff, so he finally has a knockoff user.
Oh, that's actually a good point. He didn't have a knockoff user. Huh. There we go.
Nice. It's kind of there.
Nice pickup there, Fries. That's a good pickup there. Let's move on from...
It's not super bad.
Let's move on from Rewt's poor draft.
Yeah. Let's see what...
I'm sorry, your draft isn't actually that bad. It's just like we just shit talk a lot apparently.
Oh no! I'm just being dead honest.
Okay, Price is a retired old man these days, so he can be honest. Anyway,
Tablemon.
Tablemon, he picks up Metang, not bad. Metang.
Rock's right.
Look at the thing that was here. His only rocker at the moment was Lycanroc.
Yes. So it's nice add. Steel type as well.
It needs to take off the pressure from the Lycanroc to run rocks. It's a pretty decently bulky. It's got decent attack stats as well. It's 2 points. It's not bad.
It might be able to do some funny stuff. I don't know what to think of Metang. I mean, Metagross is nice. It is his niches probably. It's
No,
just
but-
also it is a very good typing.
Very good typing, indeed.
It's a very good type.
So,
It's very good typing against psychic types, and since he already has a Honchkrow and a Slowbro, big suggestion for me would if he were to pick up a fighting type in the final 2
Ooh.
picks.
Not a bad little caller. Anyway, let's move on to Johnny, and Johnny picks up Articuno. 2 points.
Articuno.
2
Well,
points.
he has more removal.
Yeah, he has more room.
And Articuno can be very, very surprisingly good.
You know what? It's got
Articuno.
also Hurricane Rain, standard.
And Blizzard.
And
And it has
And Blizzard, yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
but more rock weakness.
and also no hazards.
Still no hazards.
God damn it, Johnny, you're killing me. But yeah, it gets free try as well. It's pretty cool. Against like say Noah's Rain, for example, Articuno could be useful. So
Yeah, for Swampert. Yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure.
So we'll move on from Articuno. It's a pretty cool little mon. 2 points. Pretty neat.
Yep.
Let's get to the round review. Round 9 review. There we go. Best and worst picks, people. What do you think?
Oh, the best pick is shit. These picks are dong. Best pick. I think the best pick is Cincino.
You think?
Yeah.
Cincino's the best pick?
I think Cincino is the best pick.
Are we giving Rewt praise?
Yes. I think Cincino is the best pick.
It's the first time in a while.
Yeah, it's either Rotom Heat or Cincino, but I think Cincino adds more value to Root's team than the Rotom Heat, considering Rotom Heat is 10 points and Cincino is 4.
You know what? I'm going to go out on a limb and say the best pick was Matang.
Matang! Who the best?
I think for Pablo's draft, he needed another rocker to take the pressure off his Lycanroc. Otherwise, the Lycanroc
Any pick of Steel type.
Yeah, I think Matang's a good pick for him over here.
Do we also want to talk about the worst pick, or are we pretty...
Okay, the worst pick is Rotom Heat.
No, the worst pick is Kling Klang.
Hello?
Yes.
Okay, are we just going to skip over the fact... Can we just skip over the fact that there's a Pikachu and we're not even discussing it as worst pick?
Let's not point any fingers here.
No, that's all hats.
Please.
It has all hats.
That's
It's
true.
a great pick, all
It
hats.
has all hats.
It's a very Mastomon.
But that's true, I can't deny it. It's not a very...
Are we getting Scarf Pikachu, or...
Are we getting Scarf Pikachu mess?
Oh, you fucking bet.
Okay, we're moving on to round 10 now, people, and points looking a bit sparse. Apart from, you know, Noah's and I guess Mass's pick. Look at those 12 points, Mass. Well done.
Well, Mass can still pick up a manga.
Yeah, I can. Anyway, let's move on. Hey, it's Rocks! Golem is here on Johnny's team.
Golem.
Finally.
This was a panic pick, like, shit, I need some rocks. Like, Golem!
Golem.
Roll 'em, bitches. Get the Golem.
But, it's so funny. But yeah, Golem, we needed rocks. There's a Golem there.
A ground type.
And a ground type, we needed that. It's there. Golem. Get hype.
Yes. Never seen you this hyped about a Golem.
He needed rocks, man. He needed some sort of hazards.
He did. Yes, that's correct.
So, moving on from Golem. A very good pick. There we are. 2 points as well. It's not bad for 2 points, let's face it.
It's just, he had to pick hazards.
Yeah. I think he generally did get to this point, I think. Wait a minute. So I'll be very interested to see Johnny's actually draft analysis after this to see why he didn't pick rocks up sooner. But anyway, let's move on to Pablo, and he picks Executor for his last.
Is this a Alolan Executor or regular?
No, it's regular. A regular ass Executor.
It's a regular Executor.
He gets Chlorophyll, and in the sun.
What the fuck?
Chlorophyll, sun.
What
Not bad.
the fuck? No, I don't get this pick.
You don't get it. It's.
It adds a third Psychic type. It adds a second Frost type.
Look,
I mentioned that he needs a Fighting type.
Yeah, so he gets Executor, but
And he gets Executor. I don't understand this pick at all.
Look,
At all.
I think he would have been better off with something. If he was going to go for a Sun Sweeper, he could have saved his points a bit better and got something like Victory Bell or even Shiftry. But
yes,
I do think because of the points he had left, this was a decent Sun Sweeper.
Nope.
Except maybe then again, there was Lilligant still on the board as well.
Doesn't need a Sun Sweeper.
Yeah, you're right.
You don't have to full on go into either. If you have Weather, you don't need a Sweeper to add to that. Like,
someone really doesn't like this Executor.
Also, the typing is just fucking ridiculously horrible.
Alright, so bold prediction by Irish, by the way, saying Executor to get a chlorophyll sweep this season. And Tangler does get chlorophyll, and the prize is already bet.
I made a bet.
Oh,
Executor was a hard snipe for me?
There you go.
What the fuck is wrong with you people?
Oh, prize.
Fuck. I mean, I could see it for Rewt's team.
I can see it for Rewt's team, actually, definitely. But, yeah.
When you get hard sniped by a horrible pick, I feel for you, my man. I feel for you.
I feel for you. That's most of my draft leagues.
Yes. Yeah.
But,
exactly.
Yeah, Executor, I actually don't mind it too much. I think it's less offensive than Fries is making it seem.
No, it's horrible.
Okay, we're moving on. Okay, so it's hard snipe for Rewt, so he picked up Lilligant instead. And honestly, they should have probably swapped those chlorophyll sweepers. Because I feel like Executor probably works better on Rewt's team. Right, Lilligant works better on Tablemon's team.
I mean, look back at the theme that Pablo has. He has one ghost resist.
Yeah,
and one immunity.
But
he gets shit on by Gengar.
Right, good job. There's no Gengar here.
Well,
there is Haunter. There is Haunter. But yeah,
Lilligant is a nice pick.
Lilligant's not bad. It's another Quiver Dance user.
Yep.
So it's nice. It's nice. It's cool. I think actually, I vaguely remember Tone picking up in the original draft. Vaguely.
He did?
But I think that may have been a different season entirely. But yeah, Lilligant's cool. 2 points. Pretty neat. Yeah. So, moving on.
Like it.
Now, we'll get Aronskii, and he picks up Regice.
Talk about this, please.
Come on, Aronskii. Regice.
He's not there.
He's never here. He's never here for us.
Regice is surprisingly good, actually.
It's surprisingly good. Good special defense on that. It's pretty good as a Z-Mon as well, if you decide to pick it as a Z-Mon. And yeah, Ice type, pretty nice offensively. Rock Polish set could be nice. Very important to think about. So yeah, I'm not sure much else I can say about Regice really, unless Aron comes here to explain his pick, but he seems to disappear in 5 minutes. Probably microwaving eggs somewhere, knowing Aron.
Yeah, for sure. And then he rejoins and a fire alarm goes off. Yeah,
it's usually the case. Someone yells at him.
Most of the time, I guess, yeah.
But let's move on from Regice. I can't say much more about it. It's a cool Regice, I think. On his team, it's not...
it's there.
It's there, so...
There. Yeah. It's kind of there.
Let's move on to... There's a Mega Swampert.
Oh, we don't need to talk about this. We literally saw this coming from the
no! It's Mega Swampert. We're all surprised and shocked.
Skip! We know this.
We'll skip it.
He added a Rain Sweeper. What a surprise.
He added the Rain Sweeper. And also, yeah, that's another rocker, I guess. Like, his rocker was Pinsir.
That's correct.
So, yeah, it's cool. It's a good one. It's in the rain. It's going to be scary. It's going to be very scary to deal with, so... Yep. Moving on. Mass picks Mischievous for 2 points. Mass.
Yes.
Mischievous.
So Mischievous, it's like a spin blocker, so that's pretty cool. It's immune to ground moves, like Levitate's nice. It's got its physical bulk is like the same as Miss Medius's, and Eevee puts its special defense higher. It gets nasty plot to run setup, and it can get stuff like Z Memento if anyone knows what that does. So that could be cool.
It's a Z Memento, for those who don't know, is like Healing Wish.
Yes.
So so it's a pretty neat Z move. But yeah, it's a good one for 2 points.
And I reckon for a lot of my team, there's a fair bit of setup sweeping potential, so that can come in. That can come in pretty nice when preparing for a week. So
very nice.
I was pretty happy with it, and didn't need to spend too much because we got our Mega coming in the last round. So
yeah, okay. So yeah, Mischievous, pretty cool. 2 points. So let's move on.
That's nice. I like that.
And here we are. We have Sebby picking up Ferocity. Hey, look at that. It's
more fighting weaknesses.
More fighting weaknesses. Yeah, some fighting weakness.
Yeah, I don't get this.
I don't. I think he had enough hazards, and
no, it was just a really Rhydon.
Yeah, but he had spikes as well, and
spikes for guard is nice.
And Cobalion?
Yeah,
Cobalion doesn't.
he has
typically
Cobalion
run
for
though.
rocks. Yeah, he has Rhydon for rocks. He has
I
biggest
mean, I get the
spikes.
pick, but the weakness to fighting is fucking abysmal.
It's
1,
up
2,
there.
3, 4, 6. It's 6.
Yeah, it's something
And
that
he currently
probably,
has 3 resists.
it's something he needs to patch up, and he's got 1 point remaining, so maybe he can bring this back.
Though.
What are you saying, Nick?
I said 2 quad resist though.
Yeah,
That's correct.
That's correct, but I don't know. I think there's a bit. If you get like someone gets rid of those fighting resists,
Yeah, it's gonna be
it's a
painful.
bad time. So,
Yep.
but yeah, I still like his team. It's just very fighting
It's
weak.
still pretty nice. It's still relatively nice.
And also, we've got to point out this is minors, and the draft pool is very small compared to majors.
Yes, it's
Even,
limited.
Like I'm counting the fighting types. I see like 4.
How did actually a lot of them went undrafted, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Right, so
Well, then the rest of the league is just garbage.
Keldeo.
so yeah, let's move on.
Keldeo, Mega Medi.
Speaking of fighting types, Sparrows with its final 6 points picks up Gallade.
And there's a fighting type.
It's a
I
fighting type.
personally really like Gallade.
Yeah, it's
so-
okay.
It's a pretty good pick. Adds the fighting typing. Adds a psychic typing. That's some nice setup sweeper as well.
It's nice. Also, Mega Gallade did pretty well in the majors, so maybe
It did.
Maybe-
It did. Uzi used it, right?
yeah, it was easy.
Mhm.
So
Nice.
yeah, it came top
I
3
like
overall.
it.
So
I think
Yeah.
the pick is nice.
I think Gallade pretty nice. So there you go. Sparrows ends on a nice note for him. So his team overall looks a bit shaky, but I think he could patch it up in trades. I'll have announcements about points and such, and how they can even earn more points as the season goes along in the season as well. So I'll announce that later.
that's correct.
So let's move on to the round review. Round 10 is done. There you go. A lot of drafts have been rounded up here. So
Yeah, 3.
So tell me, where was the best and worst pick? There we go.
Oh, the best pick, despite it being obvious as hell, is the Mega Swamp.
Mega Swamp. Yeah.
Oh no, that rocker for Johnny is sitting solid.
You know what? I'm very excited about a rocker for Johnny, as I see. But I think, yeah, objectively, it's the Mega Swampert, which is the best one.
Yes, sure.
Overall,
Do we also need to go in on the worst pick?
yeah, the worst pick. The worst pick is Ferroseed.
Executor.
Executor.
No, it's Ferroseed. Like,
Fuck off.
it's
please.
not. Look, it's not
No.
Executor. The Executor is pretty decent. Like,
No, it's horrible. That's no value.
Okay. Anyway, I think we disagree. I think it's Ferroseed. I think adding
Oh yeah, we
another
hella disagree.
adding another fighting weakness to that team is just a bit worse than adding an Executor to.
Iris just keeps agreeing with Rogue.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't. We disagree on Rotom Heat. But
No, he also yeah okay.
yeah, so there you go. Let's move on to the last round of the Minor Pokemon League Draft. I hope you enjoyed your time here. If you're joining us on Twitch, and if you enjoyed your time later watching it on YouTube, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for joining us regardless. So we'll move on to the final round.
The final straw.
And Sebby, we're saying fighting weakness. There's a Gothorita right there. We're done. It's fine. Problem solved.
You can trap all the fighting types.
You can trap the fighting types now.
That's actually pretty true.
So there you go, 1
Holy
point.
shit.
Shadow Tag. It's good. Great.
Now to
Gothorita.
remove the entire weakness of your team, just get
Just
fucking
get
Gothorita.
Gothorita, 1 point. You don't want to waste your points on that Gothorita. Like 1 point Gothorita is what you want.
14 points of cost of hell. Ugh. Fuck
One-
that shit.
1 point Gothorita. Oof.
Yep, that's
So
what
yeah,
it does.
I like it. I like it for his team, to be honest. I think it's rounded off pretty nicely.
Yes, I agree.
So
It's a pretty solid bulk. 60, 70, 85.
yeah, it's a
Pretty
solid.
nice with the easy life.
Overall, I actually do like Sebby's team a lot. I know there's a fighting weakness there, but I think he has the things to deal with that. So, and also Sebby's a fantastic player. So,
Correct.
so let's move on. Mass, you pick up your Mega the last round. It's Mega Aggron.
I picked up Mega Aggron to switch into everything.
To switch into everything.
That is true.
Except for Mega Charizard Y.
Except for Mega Charizard Y.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
That's
okay.
true.
You can head smash that,
Oh,
Mass. That's fine. But-
Scarfing.
Yeah. Easy. Ah, Yeah, can I gentleman Tablemon to scarf everyone with, please?
Yeah, sure, try it. But yeah, I know you've used Mega Aggron in the past pretty decently, I believe. So
Mega Steelix. So I got the better fat Steel Mega in my opinion.
Yeah, you did. So, I think
Mega Steelix was classes above Mega Steelix.
Mega Steelix is good value though. But anyway,
yeah,
I think it's good.
I think Mega Aggron rounded out the rest of my draft to a reasonable extent. So
yeah, it started off shaky mashing when it came out pretty okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll move on from Mathis pick. That is a complete draft. Oh, do you want to go over? I'm going to go over the Z-Mons later in the end, but do you want to tell the people your Z-Mons now? Why you're here?
All right. So my Z-Mons are Gyarados, Mischievous, and because I was bullied by everyone, Pikachu.
Yes. Peer pressure.
You get what is it, 10 million volt Thunderbolt. What is it?
Yes.
And he gets 2 exclusive Z moves actually with Pikachu. He gets the Catastrophe Pika and
the 10 million volt Thunderbolt.
I'm telling you guys, it's a 1 point steal.
It's a 1 point steal. Let's go.
1 point steal.
Apparently not the worst pick of round, like whatever it was, 9. So so let's move on. Aron picked up Morwell. Morwell's alright. It's intimidating.
It's a fairy.
It's a fairy. It's a steal. It gets Intimidate, which is handy. It gets Rocks, which you could use more of because otherwise it was like Swamp Pit.
Type.
It's decent. It's a good mon for 3 points, and he had 3 points remaining.
It's not bad.
It's there. Like
I mean, it gets the same move pool as regular Morwell, aside of the fact that it only does like 40% of what Mega Morwell's damage output is. Literally. 40%.
It gets Sheer Force as well. Don't.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Oh, well, then it's like 45%.
It's basically Mega Morwell.
No, it's not. Yeah,
It's really not.
with an SD up, it's Mega Morwell.
With an SD up, it's Mega Morwell. Maybe, just about. Anyway, that's Morwell.
Sure.
It's pretty neat.
Then we have the same move pool as regular Morwell. So.
And Rewt rounds off his draft with Vullaby. Vullaby, it's cool.
Good.
Man. It's a good man.
Good pick. Vullaby's nice.
Good pick.
Gives him actual hazard removal.
Extra hazard removal and
It's like from Torkoal.
I do and Pidgeot, yeah. But I like it. It's a good man. 2 points.
Yep.
You can't go wrong. It's very nice.
Uh-huh.
And I think it rounds off his team pretty well, actually. It's not a bad team overall. It's pretty nice. Like I say, there's good value in the Mega Pidgeot, like you say, even though I've not had the best experiences with it myself. I think it's still decent. Rombi is very nice. Zygarde is, of course, very close to my heart. Its big brother did very well for me. And I think it's a solid draft. I think I like it. I like it a lot.
Yes,
So,
I agree.
let's move on to
Good bunch.
the last pick of the season, which is Carbink.
Carbink.
It's another rocker.
Yay!
Yay!
Carbink is also really bulky.
Really bulky and gets screens. That's pretty neat. As a fairy type, no, it's not called Mimikyu, which is nice. But yeah, I like Carbink. It gives him screens, it gives him rocks, it rounds off his team pretty well, I guess. But yeah, I think it was definitely the last 2 picks. Like, shit, I need rocks.
Panic.
Panic. And here we are. Here's the roundup of the round. We are done.
You also need to say who has the best team and the worst team.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, the worst team is it's either Aron's team or Sparrows team. And then the best team, I really like Rewt's team. And
after
Sebby's
all those rounds of shitting on Rewt's team.
I didn't
after
shit
all
on Rewt
those
the entire
rounds.
time. It was just like round 5 to 8. That's when I shitted on Rewt the entire time. This team is looking pretty solid.
It was like 4 to 6.
No, I'm not bitching on a Zygarde pick.
Oh no, you weren't. So yeah, I should probably go for my best and my worst. Let's have a look. I'm gonna have to take some
Aron's
time
team
here.
is dog shit.
Aron's team isn't terrible. I like Aron's team for some
Aron's
degree.
team, it's not bad.
Aron's team, it ain't
You are
bad.
so biased, Fries.
What?
Not?
Okay.
What's bad about it?
Honestly, the worst team is probably Sparrows.
What's bad about it? The coach, for sure.
Oh, okay, that's fine then.
You'll prove you're wrong. He's got the best front office.
He does.
He does.
Yeah, he does.
But yeah, I think Sparrows is probably the weakest in my opinion. But I like Johnny's team, even though it doesn't have rocks. I like Noah's team a lot, and I actually strangely like Mass's team, which is weird.
That's because of the coach.
That's
I
probably.
knew you'd come around.
I like Mass's team because I know it's a Mass team, and I know Mass will use this trash well. Because that's Mass. He doesn't play well with like broken ass teams. He plays well with trash.
I'm the king of trash.
He's the king of trash. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, that's the draft over with, and we'll just go over a few things for the end of this. We have like coach commands here on the screen right now. To subscribe to all the coaches' belief, you can like find all the links below, but you can also put a command in the chat. Like Arons is Aronski's, explanation Aegislash is NoPunIntended. Also got the week 1 matchups for you on the screen right now. Week 1 we have Aronskii versus Tablemon. Pretty cool matchup. We got the two rain teams actually facing
Rigged.
rigged. How dare you accuse me of rigging, Rash? Exposed live on stream. But yeah, then we had the 2 rain teams going up against each other, which is Noah and Johnny. The Oregon Ducklets and the Philadephia. That's not rigged. That's literally. I did this before the draft.
Okay.
So and they even knew. They knew like who they were facing week 1 before the draft, which was probably a mistake in many ways. But
Oh, for sure.
but like the 2 rain teams face each other one. That's like organically occurred, which is hilarious to me. Then you got Sebby versus Sparrows, so that's cool. And of course, then you have Mass versus Rewt, which you know it's Mass.
Mega Angron versus the Sun team. Fantastic.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Yeah, it is technically
the Sun team. Fabulous the Sun team.
Fabulous has something, but Rewt also has Torkoal.
That's correct.
So there's a lot of weather going around this season. But yeah, anyway, I should explain also bonus points. So if bonus points will be awarded every week for coaches. If they get their battle done, that's a point. That's a point. If they get the battle done on time, that's a point. If they get the battle uploaded, that's a point. If it's on time, that's a point. So they can earn 4 points per week that they can use to improve their rosters as they go along. I've given them 5 free agencies for this entire IO season, so they can improve their teams as they go along with extra points that they can earn from uploading and battling on time, which should be an incentive, so no Johns.
No Johns.
No Johns. And yeah, I think that's all I really have to say. Oh, there will be like more series going up on this Twitch channel. There'll actually be a weekly podcast which I'll host either by myself or with someone else if people are around. Usually like Fries will be around or someone I can grab maybe. So if you want to hear us like not necessarily discuss just matches, but also just things in Draft League in general, as well as the shit talking. There's that to look forward to.
There be shit talk.
There'll be shit talking, and yeah, that'll be every Sunday. And on Wednesday there'll be Battle of the Week, where I'll be watching all the matches live on Twitch and reacting to them and analysing them in detail as they go on, as well as Pokemon of the Week, which will be going up on the MPL YouTube, which I'll be selecting the best sets from the week. The top 3 sets that I've used in week 1 will be in Pokemon of the Week, and that'll be a pretty cool video as well. I feel I want to showcase the creativity our coaches get up to throughout the season. So without further ado, that has been the draft stream for the minor Pokemon League. I have been Blue Rogue. Say goodbye, guys.
Goodbye.
And we shall see. And we'll see you next time. Goodbye.